We good.
All right, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
For the Hebrew Israelites, we come in week, week out to prophesy the downfall of America. Before we get started, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, safety, much love, and blessing to the occupant across the four corners of the earth that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, and putting their life on the line to do so. Like I stated, man, it's another week out here prophesying, rain, sleet, hail or snow, in season, out of season, it's out season, but we still out here. This is a round the clock job. This is not something we just do when the weather is nice or when it's feasible for us, when it's comfortable. Okay. So it's another week, man. All right.
I want to say, you can get that. You get that scripture.
Right. And we out here, man, to serve the Lord. You can get that back. We out here, no matter what the weather is, man. All right. You just got to gear up, man, and be ready for the weather. This is what we signed up for. Okay. And in order to sign up for, when shit get uneasy, it ain't time to pack up and try to get the hell over. Signing on the dotted line saying that you're able to meet those job requirements, and then when you get into the job and the ins and outs of it, goddamn, you trying to recant your statement. No, this is what you signed up for. You said you was qualified to handle the job duties, and that's what we did. Okay.
This is 2 Timothy 4 verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Yeah, hey, and that's what we're out here doing, man. It's not, the best of days right now. It's getting kind of cold down here. What we down here in the South, we ain't used to it. It's cold to us. It's brothers in other regions that got to deal with more harsh elements. But hey, to us, hey, it's getting cold, all right? And with it being wet, it's making it worse. But, hey, we out here, all right? Where these other guys at? This is going to be a season where they go into hibernation, goddamn, like a bear. You ain't going to see them until the weather get back nice, all right? And that's not serving, the Lord with all diligence, man, okay? Because the scriptures tell you, man, hey, to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, all right? And also give diligence to make your calling of election sure. Now, if you're taking seasons off, that's not a sign of diligence, okay? A sign of diligence is constantly doing the work, man, no matter what the elements are, okay? Go ahead and point out this slot. You started talking.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
Yeah, so if you come to serve the Lord, which is the signing of that contract saying that you can meet the job qualifications. Go ahead.
Prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
And constantly endure. You have to constantly endure the weather, constantly endure the everyday bullshit that goes on in Babylon. You have to endure the wind being set above you. You have to endure being last one hired, first fire. We got to deal with Esau, proud-ass looks every day. We got to deal with going to work, making goddamn back for crumbs. All this shit, man. Being on this hamster wheel, we're wondering when, the Lord is going to come back. That's a sign of endurance.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah, don't try to goddamn get the hell over in time of trouble, man. All right? When you sign up for this job and shit get hard, you trying to goddamn backtrack. Go ahead.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Yeah, and thou may be increased in thy last end. You can cleave unto the Lord. This is a time to be, or to get even closer to the Lord, man. All right, because what he's about to bring upon this place is going to be horrendous, man. to say the least. All right, and you're going to be increased in that latter day because that crown of life is going to be placed upon your head if you endure. All right, you're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. And, all right, so hold that. Open up with the book of Job. Job is an excellent. It's an excellent account of how cleaving unto the Lord and being increased in the latter end. Because if you're familiar with the story of Job,
you didn't say that.
He lost everything he had. He was increased.
This is Job chapter 1 verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was upright and one that feared Yahweh Bashem Yahweh and eschewed evil.
Yeah, I'm thinking and that's that fear of the Lord. That's a major key component in doing the work of the Lord, the fear. All right, that's what motivates us to come out here, because we fear that if we don't, the Lord will jack our ass up. We fear that He's going to kill our ass and our families, man. We fear that He's going to take the spirit away from us. We fear that in that day when we're presented, with that temptation of the RFID microchip, that we're going to take it if we don't abide in the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, man. All right, and eschew evil like Job did. Stay away from that shit. Avoid evil, man. Go ahead.
And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters, and his substance also was 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels and 500 yoke of oxen, 500 she asses, and very great household. And a very great household.
Yeah, see, that's an example of wealth, man. All right. Once you have those resources that continue to produce, hey, that's a big sign of wealth. Job had not what you see today, either paper money, RFID notes that's not backed by anything, that's expendable, so to speak.
Cars and
cars that lose the value as soon as you put 1 mile on it. Depreciating assets. Job had appreciating assets. All of those things that he had, reproduced, food. Clothing,
weapons,
drink, all of those, man. All right. You said you got to pick up here.
This is Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Yeah. Hey, because you don't question the Lord, man. All right. They dropped the nets and just followed the Lord, man. Okay? They didn't ask, why should we or why should we not? That's by faith and fear also, man. All right? Continue from the top down.
This is Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which shall follow me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake shall receive in 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Yeah, hey, and that's why we do it. We lose out on time in this world with family members, friends and things of that nature as a sacrifice, to come out here and do the work. Okay? Yeah, it's raining and the weather's gloomy. We could be laying up in the house, goddamn Netflix and chilling, man. But where the hell we at? We out here doing the work, man. All right? We have to forsake all that shit of the world, all right? Because the scriptures also tell you, if you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you.
I got to read something too.
So this is ultimately the love right here, coming out preaching the gospel into our people, telling them to wake up, telling them what their true nationality is, telling them to stay away from evil and follow righteousness, keep the commandments. Whether they here for a bear, we're out here getting the blood off our hands, man. And that's what we signed up to do. We're also watchmen, all right? We're telling them the times that we're coming into, that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, that America is going to be destroyed. All of that is part of the job description, man. You said you have to put this up on there?
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon 6, and I'll start at
I ain't seen good stuff. 14. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws, and giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. And incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. Therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. Oh yeah, well most definitely. Because there's definitely steps and then that you have to undergo in the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Rashad to actually pursue and be deemed or known as a man of wisdom. You see, Solomon, the great men in the scriptures that actually reached the apex of wisdom to have the level of reasoning, understanding, teaching, to discern spirits, to guide Jake in a proper path to salvation. They didn't get that wisdom overnight. You know, the scriptures speak about in Sirach how they certain men toiled profusely, so to speak. They toiled aggressively in order to actually find out these dark sayings and these parables that if most seen, they wouldn't even understand it. Right. You know, because even though we're publicly and on the marketplace and we speak common man jargon, we you know, speak in layman's terms, this wisdom still goes over majority of the people's heads, man.
Yep.
You see?
Yep. And then that same chapter too, I mean the same book, it's right. It talks about how wisdom you gain it by leisure. Meaning you have to take your personal time out to study. You know, like instead of partying, clubbing, you know, you read and you watch certain things so you can gain knowledge and information that you apply and you teach the next person.
That's right.
You know,
right. A little bit more. It says, "If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore." Yeah, right, and I think I'm pretty sure a brother knows the president, but the president said that a thoroughly understood, basically thoroughly understanding the Bible is better than college education, which he was totally right. And that's the president of the United States that actually made that analysis.
Might have been like Jefferson or something.
Yeah, I forget which president.
One of the early founding fathers.
My brother can look it up, but that is it's very a good point that he actually made, because the masses of these people that's so-called well college educated, they don't know what to do in the time of Jacob's trouble. They don't know how to do things. Don't know the solution of what to do in the time of distress. That's why these individuals, their network will drop, and their first reaction is suicide, man. You know, the scriptures speak about when you fall low, how to react. It tells you that in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, be not changed when you brought down to a low state. Because you have highs and you have lows, and understanding your highs, understanding your lows, understanding the different dimensions or the different aspects of wisdom, that's what makes you great. And like the brother, the priest was saying, it all comes by opportunity of leisure. Actually sitting down, studying, going into these words, going into the Greek, going into the history, understanding the paths our forefathers took and the routes they took of wisdom, you see, and what directions that leads to death. The Bible teaches you all these different directions, and it teaches you all these different aspects, and it gives you a full layout. That's why it is the book. It is the #1 book of all time and will be the #1 book of all time. No book will trump it, bar none.
Isaiah 34:16.
This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach 2 verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
And that's a major key component, patience. Like the brother Barazal alluded to, how Jake or these Edomites good at that shit. When they lose a job, they want to jump off the top of some building. You know, they want to go out and do some illegal shit to get some quick cash. Right? They don't put their trust in their faith into the how by outside because they lack the quality of patience. You know, they want everything right then and there and a quick fix, man. All right, they're not going to suffer and go through anything. They're not going to be patient when they're turning to a lower state. You know, they are all about trying to get back on their feet, you know, as soon as possible.
Yeah.
All right, because going through trials and tribulations, that's a path that nobody wants, that the majority of our people don't want to take. All right, they want to get all the goodies and the blessings of the Lord without going through anything. All right, that's how these other nations try to join into our blessing too. You ain't went through no slavery. Your babies haven't been fed to alligators.
Right.
You ain't been goddamn bulk broken. None of that.
Well, the covenant wasn't made with them.
Exactly.
Ultimately, yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. It wasn't even given to you in the first place. All right. But they want to build with us. But that's not how it fucking works. All right. We're going through these things in order to be increased, man. All right. And ultimately, because the Lord chose us over your ass. There's just point blank period.
Verse 5. This is Ecclesiastes of Sirach 2 verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him. This is Ecclesiastes of Sirach 2 verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be on the camera.
That's funny because it's supposed to be funny. Everybody does that.
Right.
Everybody kind of like real quick.
that big long. Down there, I can't even tell.
It's easy to come out when it's got down
stretch your
75 degrees.
Lay down.
All right, and the sun is shining.
Slightly cloudy.
Yeah, a light breeze, you know, feeling like fucking Florida. It's easy.
Yeah.
But in a time like this that we're coming into, you know, which is getting out season, that's adversity, man. That's gonna show, are you really about preaching the word or your how about sitting outside? All right? And we say this every year, and it happens every fucking year. Our people going to hiding around this time, man.
Oh yeah, hibernation mode.
Yeah, we're not just talking shit. It's proven. The little bit of time that I've been in, I've seen it, man. Great Millstone is the only one, or the only men who the spirit of God, your how about sitting outside that are coming in season and out of season, man. Consistently.
Spiritual postman.
Exactly. 365 days, man.
Racing slow.
Yes.
52 weeks out of the year.
A watchman can't leave his post when it get cold, goddamn, and then come back out when he feel it's necessary the type of weather he want. If he feel appointed to be a watchman, he got to be on watch. You know?
Yeah, because
he pick and choose when the hell he want to watch.
Enemies, a lot of times they attack depending on inconveniences, man. If a certain, certain troops, they know it's certain times that inconvenience a certain economy, whether it's wintertime where products and provisions and logistics and things of that nature may slow down, they're going to capitalize on that, you see? So as a kingdom and as a nation of people, you should go harder. That's the Lord. They faced adversities and obstacles every route they took, man. But they kept pursuing and they kept progressing in their walk. That's what this truth is about.
Because if you continue to read in Sirach, it tells you that matter of fact, keep reading.
This is Ecclesiastes of Sirach 2 verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord will wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Verse 10, look at the generations of old, and see that ever any trust in the Lord, and was confounded.
Right. Hey, it says, look at the forefathers and our generation of old, and see that any were confounded. You know? And
I'm gonna get, well, I got the 8.
None of them were confounded, man. They trusted everybody from the Lord. All right? That's why we trust in them and have fear to come out here and continue to push the word. Okay? And we won't be confounded if we, and we believe that through faith. Keep going.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful.
Yeah, 8:3. I think.
And forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction.
That's what Dodgers got. You got the 3. You got the same word.
So when we read these different accounts,
Yeah, 6 is about.
those questions that were asked in Sirach, the 10th chapter, you know, the answer to those questions
Same
are
thing.
no.
That's the one
None
I
will ever
found.
find, you know,
6.
none will ever
I had an 8 last week. I got
abandon
like
that trusted in
That's why I got this one, because this
That's
one,
why you come out and do
I mean, they just came out with a new one, but this one, out of all of them, the battery lasted longer.
Precept
That's why
going
I
into
got
the
it.
fact that,
'Cause, I mean, I got my old phone, but the old phone battery
Matthew
don't last.
24,
You didn't try to buy another battery?
You can't. Batteries don't come out.
Oh, it's like ZT.
Yeah. Same thing with the iPhone, the batteries don't come out, you know?
You couldn't take this nowhere? They couldn't do
we
that?
out here, man.
You never called them?
All right.
You called them and asked?
Like you say, man, it's not a time of
You
being in
You
a
didn't call
state
them
of
and
being
ask
comfortable, man.
I mean,
All right? Because the
it
Lord,
probably costs like $500 for them to change
well, I
out the
would say
battery.
once you're in a state of being comfortable, you lose
That's
sight of
what
the
I got the
prize,
phone
man.
for.
Just
I
like
got the phone
you
for like
running a
3
race and you think you're reaching the finish line and you lay up that same that 1 millisecond that you lay off the gas, man, is when your opponent is going to win the race, man. Because you're in a state of being comfortable. You think the fight is over. Okay? You got
Matthew 24:20, it says, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Oh, because like the deacon was going into, our enemy, he's the ultimate, winter body devil. He loves the cold. All right, so like you said, if you're one of those Israelites that, if you can only teach the word when it's nice weather, what you gonna do when Esau roll on you and it's bad weather?
Right.
Like, this is perfect weather to kick you out your house. Esau's comfortable in this time of weather. And it's not even cold yet, so imagine when it gets down to the 30s, Esau will be out here jogging in shorts,
Yep.
and we'll say it's beautiful weather.
I saw an Edomite yesterday in flip-flops.
Yeah, they're not bothered by it.
Yeah, they don't bother by
They're
it.
cold-blooded animals.
This is named after this is a quote from Denzel Washington.
Put your ass up in the flip-flop, get in my car.
He says, ease is a great threat to progress and hardship.
And ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. That's spot on. Hey, that's pretty self-explanatory. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when you go into the word ease, on the online etymology, it goes into peace of mind.
Yeah.
And we not in a time of peace.
We're not in time of peace or being comfortable, man. Because, them guys don't believe that it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, man. All that staying in the winter and all that shit going to be out the window, man. You ain't going to have shelter, man. You're going to be on the run, looking for food. It's going to be the ultimate state of being uncomfortable. Why not prepare yourself now, man, while you have the time to? So, Jake want to be forced to do shit. He don't want to be proactive, and try to get it before shit start hitting the fan. Because Jake don't believe shit, man, until shit is happening. Right. Look at how the people were in party and murder at the time of Job when Salaki, not Job, but Noah was building the ark. Telling them that rain is coming for those 100 years. They didn't believe that shit until the rain dropped. Then they was trying to get right. It's too late at that point. Right. Be proactive. The man was telling you for 100 fucking years that rain was coming. All right? But niggas want to, I'm out here, I'm getting it.
Jake is very docile, man. That docile mentality is the reason why we the lowest nation upon the face of the earth, man. I was watching, since Columbus Day passed, I was watching certain videos on what was Africans doing when Christopher Columbus was
you sitting there? They came on your feet.
I watched I had to watch it, man. I'm thinking Jake being simple as hell in Africa, man. You know? And the so-called white man is running around the world putting the whip on all nations. See, Esau, like you said, is proactive. He's all about establishment. You know, staking his flag on each and every territory upon the face of the earth.
If I may say real quick, you know, they'll say, there's a saying in the important world that'll say what? Hard work always beats talent.
Oh, yeah.
And Jake on the other side, we're talented as fuck, but we're not hard workers.
Right, that's true.
You know, we're not we're stallions, or we're not Clydesdales. Although a stallion is basically like a mixture of hard work and talent, that's the elect. But for the most of the nation, we're talented as hell, but we're not hard workers.
And you see that, you know, watching these different athletes, man, those that just have pure talent, you know, they don't last long, because when they get to a certain level in competition and everybody else is just as athletic, but they work hard, you know, those that don't are weeded out.
Yeah, what happened to O.J. Mayo?
Right.
Sebastian Telfair. Those were players that were predicted to be great in the game, but they were all talent. There was no hard work, so when they got to the league, it was hard work was necessary. You see, Sebastian, he doing.
I know the name, but I forgot.
He go to prison. And he was a big nigga too. Sebastian.
Yeah.
Is that football or basketball?
Yeah.
That's football or basketball?
Was All-American.
Basketball, okay. I know the names, but I can't.
But when it came to winning rings and championships, motivating his team and showing up to practice, that nigga was gonna have another part of it, man. All right? He was just a talented fucking idiot, okay? And he didn't want to put in the work that it takes to be a great. If you put the careers of AI and fucking Kobe together, the numbers are similar, but Kobe did the things in the backdrop that you don't necessarily see on paper, man. All right, and that's why he was able to win those rings that he got.
That's right.
3 or 4, or how many of them?
6.
He was rewarded. He was rewarded for his hard work.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, AI didn't went to the playoffs and all of that, but they didn't get no ring. You know, so Kobe went with his talent, but he went with hard work, practicing well, and he was rewarded. Same thing with, Shaq. You know.
Yeah, and he lasted 20 years.
Right.
AI was out of the league in like 12, 13 years in.
Yeah.
You know.
I think Kobe said something about Shaq. I think he said they was in conjunction.
Oh yeah.
He was like, they would have got.
He would have been in shape.
If he would have been in shape,
Yeah, we would have been in shape.
yeah.
Now look at that.
You should have got.
Example.
Yeah.
That's talent. That's hard work. How you make tens of millions of dollars a year, but you out of shape?
Right.
You see a lot of boxers like that.
Yeah.
They be through.
And to show you Jake mentality, the nigga said, man, I don't need to be in shape to dunk on people.
Yeah.
Like, that's the mindset of a nigga.
Big 7 foot.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Born to dominate.
Of course, he think different now, but
This is
yeah,
Revelation
I see
3, verse 15. I know thy works,
night,
that thou art neither cold nor hot. I went down work, cold or hot.
Yeah, hey, the Lord rather you be
big goofy nigga.
one
That's all.
day or
Big
the other.
goofy.
Not
Cool as hell.
between.
You know, cat probably
Cold
cool
or
as
hot.
hell.
Being goddamn in the house when the weather gets like this is a lukewarm spirit. Go ahead.
Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm,
Exactly.
and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Yeah, just straddling to the goddamn fence. All right. Oh man, it's getting cold. It's raining. I'm probably gonna stay in today. I ain't gonna need to go out and teach the word today, goddamn. I'm gonna lay in the house and be booed up and shit.
It's gonna make a lesson.
Yeah, I'm just going to make a lesson. You know, the Lord knows my heart. No, nigga, your ass is lazy.
Right.
And you lukewarm.
Right.
Lukewarm is a sign of weakness. Your ass is weak. That's all that is.
Yeah, and really really, Jake by nature, their spirit wants them to be lukewarm, man. You know, it's like
Because we are plain
you
people.
gotta even think of like the human body. If your body gets cold, it wants to regulate to get back to its natural balance, man. You know, and that's really how your spirit is on the whole. Your body doesn't like, in your mind, doesn't like going through stress. It's gonna do whatever it takes.
That's your flesh.
That's your flesh. It's gonna do whatever it takes to actually be in a state of comfortability, you know, or a state of passiveness, a state of content. But you have to always put yourself on edge and put yourself against. You have to go against the grain of yourself. That's why the spirit is always warned against the flesh and the flesh against the spirit. Because naturally you want to chill.
Yeah, naturally we all would love to be at home right now, sipping hot chocolate and watching Netflix.
Fucking Netflix.
That's not anybody that say different is fucking lying.
I know exactly.
That's exactly what you want to do, but that's where discipline kicks in.
That's right.
Like, no, we do this. This is what we do week in and week out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like we said, these sports athletes, all the M's that they be having, they would love to just travel around the world and pop ribs for, and bullshit. But they have a certain time off season and majority off season what they gotta work. Because what they have competitors. Yeah, you got competitors, you gotta stay conditioned, you have to be mentally on edge, and you have to keep that you gotta keep that mind state. You have to keep that level of sharpness. Because if you're distracted and you're thrown off of your wave, it's hard to keep that, to regain that momentum. And if somebody's on top of their game when you off of your game, and you could never beat them, man. You have to always be on top of yourself. That's why in this truth, you are your greatest asset, and also you could be your worst liability, man. That's why this saying goes, you are your worst enemy. You're fighting against yourself. Like we just said, your flesh naturally just is basically tailored to do dumb shit. To just chill, relax, waste time, do things last minute. Here it is, you got a couple hours left. Just like back in school, you got a couple hours left for the project, the last day. And at night, you be trying to finish stuff, whip something up. You go to school and make an ass out of yourself. While these Edomites, right when the day is scheduled, if it's a 2-week project, they start in that night.
Yeah.
And they should be all intricate. You like, God,
how the hell they do that shit?
I gotta go after this motherfucker.
Right. I'm next.
Hell yeah.
Right. That's what happened a lot too. Like you have something, but you don't want to be embarrassed. But that's why, because the thing about coming out here is it's not like what we're doing right now is it's not like, okay, we're out here, so we're just going to get through Jacob's trouble. No, it's the fact that we have faith. It's our faith that is built up. That's the preparation that we need that the Lord has given us for when the days come, all right, and when Jacob's troubles come, we'll have that treasure stored up. Okay, the worst is the duty, but it's the faith that goes within you that the Lord's going to see, because He has great faith, and because you've done the works, in addition to each other. That's what's going to help us get into the kingdom.
That's right.
I
got a piece about that, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes of Sirach, chapter 5, and I'm going to start from the top. It says, set thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life.
That's the state of comfort. I'm straight. I went out 3 windows ago. I'm good.
I don't know.
I went out 2 straight windows. I'll take all 2 windows.
Control not thy own mind and thy strength to walk the ways of thy heart.
And you got it, because like the brother said, we would love it. Anybody in their right mind would love to be in the house right now. You got them with a nice drink, and some food.
Ass in your hand.
Exactly. God damn it. Yeah, it's just the truth. It's the truth of the matter. We're in these chains of darkness, man. We're in the flesh. So of course we're gonna want those things, but we have to deny that, man.
It's for a few hours.
Yeah, for a couple hours.
They don't even want to do that.
Hey.
Right. No self-control. And like Brother said, reasonable service. So, a couple hours is not unreasonable. Okay?
Right. 2-3 hours. You gotta imagine working, actually physically working out in the elements all the time. I do that for years.
Me too.
So yeah, so that's like you get built up. Like I said, your faith and your mentality is really what gets built up and prepares you for when uncomfortability. But that's really what it is. It's really just about in your uncomfortable state, how you're going to react and how you're going to persevere.
They go a dope boy and stop selling dope right now because it's raining.
Right.
And you put on some weather wear, He's still slaying whatever he's selling.
Right.
Trap suit.
Right.
Convenience store.
He had a Dickie suit. That's all he got.
The Dickie suit.
Oh, okay. I got one.
This is verse 3. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy crime.
Hey, at the end of the day, the Lord sees what you're doing. You're not getting one over on you. You know, following your heart, you're gonna get your ass in a world of trouble. Because the scripture tells you, it may seem right unto a man, but the ways of death, roughly paraphrasing,
The plain way may seem.
yeah,
Be not confident in the plain way.
kind of. 16, I mean, yeah, if you got it. A way that may seem right to a man.
Proverbs 16:2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes.
So by you thinking, see, I will not 2 winners in a row, I can take all 2. You know, thinking that you done did some shit. Go ahead.
But the Lord weighs the spirit.
Yeah, he knows the spirit. But that's good. Young Dick, read it from the top.
This is Proverbs 16:1. Oh, 16:1, 16:2. What I can say? Proverbs 16:1. The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes.
It's like you gotta say, gotta spit the granola bar now. It said the preparation. Read that part again.
The preparations of the heart in man. Proverbs 16:1.
Yep.
The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
Yeah. So like the brother was saying earlier, the priest was saying, that spirit come from the Lord to make us come out and do this. It's not even of our own. That preparation to go into, all right, I got to go out here, preach the word no matter what's going. That's not of us. Because if it was of us, like we were saying, your spirit, your flesh would be like, man, nigga, bro, sit your ass down.
Hell yeah.
It's going, your flesh is going to come up, but it's the preparation and the Lord that gives you the answer. Like, nah, I'm going. I'm pretty sure all of us, you might be with your ribbon. You know, a woman got a certain spirit on her where it's not safe out there. You know what I'm saying? But nah, the answer is I'm going out to teach the word.
Yeah.
And that's from the Lord. That's not of our own will. That's why we say, Lord willingly, we'll come out here and teach it. We'll see you next week, Lord willingly.
Yeah.
Because it's the Lord. Because it's anybody can have a spirit on them to say, nah, hell nah, I'm not coming out. We've had leaders do this. We still trying to reach some of our leaders. What they stopped that number. But then in their mind, they got that spirit on them. Hey, well, I've been going out. I was going out in the 90s. I was going out in early 2000s. Like, the Lord don't care about that. The Lord is got that Janet Jackson spirit. What have you done for me
lately? Hell yeah.
You know? It's like that preparation.
Yeah, because Jake likes to harp on that mentality of what I did, where I was at, you know. And that's not what it's about. I got that precept you was talking about in Proverbs, though. Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yeah. The way that you wanting to stay in and you let that flesh take over and your ass stay in, you know, in that lukewarm spirit, and next thing you know, that one winter or that one weekend turns into 2. 2 turns into 3. 3 turns into 4, and next thing you know,
because the spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, next thing you know, you like
dead,
you like the fucking old people on that old ass Family off Willy Wonka, man. You just damn near stuck in the bed.
Oh yeah.
They couldn't even get out the bed.
I think it was like 30 years in the bed. Charlie's grandparent.
That man
eating cabbage soup and shit.
He was in the bed so much that his legs stopped working, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, living your spirit without, living your spirit without life, you know what I'm saying? Like the woman leaving the children inside the car, a hot car, that's what you do to your spirit. That's like,
Yeah.
leaving it to die. Okay, come. This is Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8. Also, I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send and who will go for us? Then said I, here I am, send me. Yeah, that's the prophet Isaiah saying that too as well. Like the prophet Isaiah, he went out, he did the work of the Lord,
he was getting persecuted too as well.
And how many of us brothers got to go out butt naked, man?
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
3 years.
for 3 years, Isaiah walked around butt naked prophesying. The Lord doesn't have us doing things like that. You know, this is also known as the foolishness of preaching. But you know, how much foolish do you look to walk around butt naked, man? That's embarrassment to the utmost. And he did it. He probably wasn't thinking nothing about it. You had certain men that had to consume food, basically mingle with dung to solidify a point. You know, you had men that had a rough path in their pursuit of the truth. And you had men that did the work and were in prison. When the government was under a totalitarian rule, the forces at the time. See, we have freedom of speech now. It was kingdoms in Babylon and Persia that you couldn't speak the worst of the Heavenly Father, and them men bucked and rebelled. Exactly. And they got thrown and cast into prison. And they were sentenced to death. Ancient Rome. Yeah, death sentences. And they still overcame and came back out and still taught the word. Acts the 5th chapter. Mm-hmm. Those men got beat. Acts 5 and was that 28, 29?
They counted themselves worthy.
James got murdered.
Yep.
He still went out and did the work.
Still kept going. Daniel. Jeremiah was thrown into prison.
Go ahead. This is going to the parable of the Great Supper. This is St. Luke 14 and 15. And when one of them that sat at meat with him heard these things, he said unto him, Blessed is he that shall eat bread in the kingdom of God. Then said he unto him, A certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, Come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excuse.
Yeah, who's driving hip-hop? Where you at? What was his name? Arthur Light.
Oh, yeah.
He told us, it was literally his statement. Like, nah, what about this this website I'm starting? I don't know, it might get in the way. Advocating for him to get back in the camp. Nah, I don't know, I can't. Where's he at? Who's driving hip-hop? Fuck hip-hop and you, nigga.
Yeah.
Right. We've heard all those excuses. I can only imagine how many of those excuses the apostles have heard.
Oh, one nigga had, left the truth, said I gotta go find myself something to that degree. That's a lost nigga, man.
Snoop Dogg dude, you look like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. It's like, here it is, the Lord brought you into the truth, and you talking about you gotta go find yourself. Meaning, AKA, look, man, the world got all kind of fun shit going on, man. I gotta get out here. I gotta see. I'm out, man. Like, the Lord didn't come yet. Look, man, there's some fuck shit going on in these streets, man. But that's Jake. Jake just wants to come out and go out and play, man. You know, like it says, Israel ate, drank, and rose up to play. That's the mentality of Jake. They just like to play, man.
Yes.
You know, and that's not the mentality of a man. That's the mentality of a child. Paul said, when I was a child, I spake as a child, I did childish things, but when I came a man, I put childish things away. This is a man's sport, so to speak. You know, it says it's a sport for a fool to do sin. You see, so it's like either you're entertained with this knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, righteous entertainment, of course, or you're entertained by the things of the world. And the things of the world, most people they try to dip and dabble, and what's that? Play hopscotch with it, and then they ankle end up getting goddamn clogged into the world.
Yeah, double dutching.
Yeah, double dutching.
The rope of righteousness is in the righteous, the rope of the world.
Scripture tell you, any man that put his hand to the plow that looketh back is not fit for the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
All right. So at the end of the day, you're doing yourself a disservice by doing it, man. And that goes back to what the brother brought out, you know, being hot or cold. You might, if you know, do that, should just stay in the fucking world in the first place.
Yeah,
that's right.
You've been better off.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, man. This is St. Luke 14, verse 19. And another said, I have brought 5 yoke of oxen. Salaki, I'm going to read that again. This is St. Luke 14, verse 19. And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. So that servant came and showed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor, and the maimed, and the halt, and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out unto the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
Yeah, man, that's what we got here doing. But Jake got all the excuses in the world back then. I remember this one teacher I had in the world, she used to make us say a quote every morning about excuses. Some along the lines are excuses are monuments of nothingness. They are bridges that lead to nowhere. You know, because that's all it is, man. And they used to tell you, it was the same in the world too, excuses, it's like an asshole. Everybody got one.
Everybody got an excuse.
Everybody got a fucking excuse, man. Nope. Hey, it takes a very disciplined person to not make excuses, man. Because it's easy to, come up with some shit and try to justify why you're doing something when you know damn well you're in the wrong. All right? These guys know the scripture about being instant in season and not in season. But what they do, conjure up an excuse as to why they can't come out and do the work.
Having itching ears.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is, man. All over the goddamn place. There was
One more verse. Verse 24. And I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. Right. It'll show you that those wicked men, they made no excuse, are not going to be delivered. All right.
This is Luke chapter 9, verse 58. And Yahushua said unto him, foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay, not where to lay his head. And he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury their dead, but go down and preach the kingdom of Yahweh. Verse 61, and another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me go bid them farewell, which are at my home, at my house. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
And there you go. All the goddamn excuses as to why you can't come out, or why the hell you no longer want to do it, man. All that shit. That shit don't amount to nothing at the end of the day, man. Gird up your loins and be a man, and come out here and do the work, man. Stop making further excuses. You bring it out, man.
I had a chick run into me the other day in Walmart. He's like, oh man, he recognized me. Oh, hey, I know you. And I'm minding my business, if I describe, y'all probably seen it. But it's like, it's to the point where it used to be where we tell Jake, hey man, come out to the camp. Man, whatever, man. Like you said, how many times do you gotta tell Jake to do what we always tell Jake to do?
Right.
And first of all, we don't gotta tell Jake to come out to the highways and byways because we set the example, man. Our actions speak louder than our words. Starting with our apostles and elders. Right. Apostle Todd shouldn't have to tell nobody to go out. He's doing it. Follow that example. Be ye followers of me as I am followers of Mashiach Yahushua.
That's right.
Yeah, but if we were making $150,000 a year doing this,
oh yeah,
you got profits all over the place, man.
And to back up the digging, really, like the brother said, we don't have to tell you to come out. Okay, the fact that you're an Israelite is because you've seen men out on the streets teaching. This spread of Israel didn't happen because we was in the comfort of our own homes doing YouTube videos.
Right.
It was because being out there amongst the people and doing what the ancient prophets did, that spread, like how was shot when he was out there, it spread by how? Word of mouth.
Right.
Word of mouth and visually seeing the teachers, that's what got Israel spread. So it's just a thing of
it's in you
following. Right. Is it in you or not? But if you claim that it's in you, And you should follow the example of the men you see that's pushing out the word.
Yep.
You know, and that goes for all the groups.
That's right, bro. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. But Yahweh had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are
My shoe
mighty.
did it. Put my shoe on my
And the
garment.
base things of the world and things which are despised had Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai chosen. Yea. And these things which are not to bring, which are not to bring to not things that are.
Hey, and that's another thing. Jake is afraid to come out here and look foolish, man, for the Lord.
That's right.
The Lord said He chose the foolish to confound the wise.
Romans 8.
This may look like a foolish
9,
act. Here it is. It's raining. It's 50 degrees or below. You know, people walking by looking at us saying, why the hell they out here? You know, they look foolish. What the hell they got on? You know, why don't they just go home? Are they homeless? You know, all kinds of shit be running through these people's heads. But the Lord said He used the foolishness of this world to confound the wise. Jacob don't want to be out here looking like, you know, we want to be cool, so to speak. This is not a cool act right there. All right, being out here in this type of weather, you know, doing what we're doing. It looks foolish to some, but we know why we're doing it, all right? Because we want everlasting life and we want salvation, and that's why we're out here, all right? But to the naked eye, it looks like a foolish act because these people, and the scriptures also tell you that the Lord is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. This is an act of diligence, man, coming in and out, coming out here in this type of weather. Okay, so you know we out here in season and out of season, you know, and you know, Lord willing, man, we continue to come out, you know, when the weather is like this. You know, while we're able to, because we know there's also going to be a time when we're not able to, man. That's right, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna step down and let another brother, Couch Paulo, burn these.
Gosh, you're crazy.
I'm just gonna land back off the brother in Rock and bring out what he brought out. His first precept.
This is 2 Timothy 4 and verse 1. I charge thee, therefore, before the Most High, and the Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at His appearing and His kingdom. Preach the word, be instant, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Yeah, that's right. Rebuke, reprove, exhort, all long suffering. That main part is long suffering. You gotta do this with patience. Now I'm gonna say here this here. If an individual comes up here and doesn't believe that the RFID chip is a mark of the beast, okay, he can go up the street because now he's going off ignorance and bliss. And I ain't got time. We ain't got time for that. We've already explained that. We've been on the highways going back and forth with individuals on that. Go up the street. All right. But the rebuking and the reproving, that also in turn goes into refocus on that. So we come out here, you need to get it together, but also we need to come out here and show some compassion too towards our people. And one way of getting out of this thing is by praying, man. You got to pray to the right individual or individuals. Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father who the world ignorantly calls God. Right. Yahweh Shah is the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. You need to pray to those names that will get you saved. I remember I think it was either today or yesterday. I was talking to somebody. I forgot. I was saying, real talk, all you really need is those two names and belief in that name in order to get that tick onto a charity. Yes, we are required to read. The scriptures say, read, blessed is he that readeth. But with prophets, we are required to go into certain things, go deep into certain things because we're out here teaching. The scriptures say, be apt to teach. We read Timothy again, in season and out of season. Be apt to teach. Be ready to give answer, in season and out of season. All right? Have an unction to know all things in season and out of season. All right? We are required to do the readings for the individuals who come in the 11th hour just to believe.
Right.
Because they're not going to know all this other. When Esau got you on a chopping block, and you got you tortured, they chopped your leg off, the squeezing with pain and agony. I'm thinking worst case scenario. Bear with me. Okay? Worst case scenario. Esau got you in the worst case scenario. The breakdown of Revelation 9 ain't going to get you out of that predicament.
That's right.
Knowing the reincarnations ain't going to get you out of that predicament. Believing in Yahweh White Yahweh Shai is going to get you out of that predicament.
Right.
You got knowledge, you got understanding, you got what? Knowing the history, geography.
Yeah, Corinthians the 12th chapter.
No, Corinthians is perfect. Corinthians is 12th chapter. You got all of this, but that main ingredient that needs to be sprinkled is the faith.
Yep. That's the basis. That's the basis of it. That's the basis. The basis. The main ingredient, the basis, or the foundation of being an Israelite is believing in our King. You know, because we're princes of the power. Well, we got to believe in the power, and that's in the Father and the Son. Everything after that is you got people set up that are set up to teach about the Father and the Son. You know, the prophets are set up to teach about them. Once the prophets believe, then they set up to say and speak things about the Father and the Son. But then you got the people that believe in the Father and Son based off of what the prophets say. Well, you know.
And just like the brother Abu was saying earlier, Captain Abu was saying earlier about, you know, the apostles out on the highways and byways, that being an example, like what he was saying, you are the example to these individuals. When you're healing people, you're flying around, teleporting, Lord willing we get some powers in that day, that's an example for them to believe in the name of what you do with God. All right? All that, go ahead, Captain.
This is Luke 17, and I'm going to start at 5. It says, and the apostles said unto the Lord, increase our faith. Verse 6.
Go ahead. That's perfect. Increase our faith. All right? Because they understood faith is the main ingredient. Like the priest was saying, that's the foundation. Also, the fear is the foundation. The fear is really what got everybody in this.
It's good to say the beginning of wisdom is the fear thereof.
You can't fear anything if you don't have faith in it.
Yeah, you gotta, man.
You know, like Freddy Krueger.
Right.
When you watch movies like It, his power is defined through fear, and fear is the belief in him. But if you don't believe in him, then you're not gonna fear him.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't fear something, you don't believe it. Go ahead.
Verse 6 is Luke 17 and 6. And it says, and the Lord said, if ye had faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye might say unto this sycamore tree, be thou plucked up by the root, and be thou planted in the sea, and it should obey you.
That's it. The faith of a mustard seed. I know that's a very I'm gonna say it, famous script. All right, that everybody likes to throw out there. The mustard seed is what the smallest agricultural seed that you can cultivate.
Yeah, sprout.
All right, it's big, but it grows into a big ass tree. Okay.
Yep.
If you just have that small inkling of faith inside of you, that could possibly get you on a chariot. The 11th hour Israelites, they ain't gonna know the breakdowns. They ain't gonna know what we know in the
Second Ezra, the 11th chapter.
I know, right? Daniel, the 11th chapter, things of this nature. They ain't gonna know this. They don't even know who.
Well, there's a time set up that we are going to do it. It's just not time right now.
You know? They're gonna believe on it.
I think that was like a
All right.
I got
a particular case back then.
Okay, with the malefactors. This is Luke. Let me get it. 23 and I started 39. And one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, if thou be Hamashiach, save thyself and us.
Oh, that's when I was on the
I ain't talking shit.
big boy shit.
In the midst of getting crucified.
Like, nigga, you about to, nigga, you're dying.
You're dumb. I know, right? See, that's a lack of understanding. They didn't understand what Yahushua was doing. Even for them. Go ahead. Hey, you talking big boy shit on the cross. Like nigga, you gotta die too, bro.
Hey, but people gonna say that if you know you gotta be in a concentration camp, you gonna have niggas say that to you.
Yeah.
Oh, you an Israelite? Well, say this.
Yeah, you is. Yeah.
So like, and we watched
You believe in the
practice because I held the class watching Gabal Katan. And I had to rewatch it like 2 more times during that week.
Goddamn.
Not to really rekindle not even rekindle. I hate these songs to the bone, man. I'm a Gadite too, man. Through my belief. All right? You know Gad hate fucking white people. All right? But just to watch
They do
the nature, what's that, the Gmsatlanta 9? The nature of men, the reason of the men? 7. Nature of living things. Just to watch the nature of these niggas and how they were the inception of during when they first came to America. There's one scene where a Jake was getting castrated and they was making fun. They were making sport of it.
Oh yeah, it was.
They was like, oh, my boy.
And all these people trying to beat through the cracks.
Yeah, they were like snickering.
You see,
Sniggling and giggling.
It's kind of the same thing when you hear about Yahushua's, walk up to the cross, man.
Right.
Or
Scoffing.
So, what was that?
Oh no, I was just saying how Jake be scoffing and doing all that.
You think that Jake scoffing on the cross?
And it'd be like the worst situation, like, bro, you're supposed to be holding me up if anything, man. Encouragement, but I people have
Why you down?
people have a real crab in the. That's why you don't depend on niggas, man.
That's what that male factor
You
was about
block
their life.
Jake
when he was
out,
on the
man.
cross.
Whatever you go through in life, that should be a lesson that you always hold. Block niggas out. They don't exist, man. Wherever you going through, I sometimes be walking through Walmart and I just think I'm in this motherfucker by myself.
I be in the store, as a spirit. I be in the store thinking all these people in my way.
Yeah, I know. I literally picture myself just being in Walmart and
That's how I be on the road, man.
and it, that's how you gotta really think, because these people they don't really exist. They're not breathing. They're not people. Just because they actually have a physical makeup, these people are digitized, man. They're dead.
I was going to say, well, the prophecy says that you got people born in vain.
Yeah.
They're just born in vain.
Just holograms.
You know?
Yeah.
But like that last walk by, that was just a vain.
Okay. Continuing on.
Just for me to mention that.
But the other answering, rebuking him, saying, does not thou fear the Most High, seeing thou art in the same condemnation?
That's right.
Predicament.
Hey,
but that shows you don't get it. And
The one that gets it.
obstinate and stubborn in his ways, and one who gets it
Right.
and understands who's right next to him, going through the same thing. Go ahead.
2/3 and 1/3.
Yep. 2/3 and 1/3. Yep.
And we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds. So they know they are getting the wages of sin is death. And they
Man,
get
whoever
paid
that male
according to
factor
the
was, y'all shot might zap him personally. He might get zapped personally for
The
that.
one who was telling the other individual pretty much to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Hey, you might get you was going through these judgment things just like how the Maccabees knew when they're getting seared in a hot pan, they knew why was happening. That's it. When you read second Maccabees 7. Go ahead.
But this man hath done nothing amiss. And he said unto Yahushua, Lord, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom.
That's an example of an 11th hour Israelite today, man.
Last
Hey,
minute.
he's at the very last moments of that life right there. Still came to the Lord, believing, asking for repentance. Go ahead. Remember me.
Repent. He ain't want to repent.
Go ahead.
And Yahushua said
Someone
unto
doing the work now.
him, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise.
Hey, that's a beautiful scripture. That's a beautiful
Yeah,
scripture.
man.
Because what? That individual who rebuked the other individual on his cross,
He comforted Yahushua.
comforted Yahushua. He also hurt up his loins like a rapper was talking about.
Acknowledged his sin.
Acknowledged his sin.
Yep, that-
Repented.
accepted
And he
his punishment.
remembered. The Lord remembered him. He asked the Lord to remember him because what? He remembered the Lord when he respected him.
He's
He
probably
looked
in
back
GMS
on
right
him.
now.
Yeah, I'm saying you got to
That's a
be.
very
Yeah.
honorable thing to do right now. That pumped me up in the spirit.
He's somewhere in the highways and byways getting it in. You know, to earn his way. Yeah, earn his way.
Sirach 1 and 8. There is one wise and greatly to be feared. The Lord sit up upon his throne.
Just going back to what the priest of Zion once said, that faith is a foundation, also that fear. I mean, personally, my personal testimony, I got the truth by fear, man. I didn't hear I was an Israelite first. I didn't hear about the 12 tribes first. I heard about missiles first. And I was in the military.
Shit, I heard about chip first.
Shit. And I was in the military.
I was an Israelite first.
No, and damn well you do.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What
the
else?
United States government is going to get fucked up by nuclear warfare.
Yep.
Straight up. Excuse my Swahili, French. I don't know what to say that, man. English. Excuse my English.
Excuse my
That's a
Creole.
terrible name to see. I would say that now. Excuse my English. Go ahead.
Verse 9. He created her and saw her and numbered her and poured her out upon all his works. Fine. Verse 12. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness and a long life.
There you go. The fear of the Lord gives you a merry heart and gives you a long life. That's what? Keeping the commandments. All right? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. This is the whole duty of man. All right? What's that? I think 1 John 5 and 3. The commandments are not rigorous. It's easy, man. Skip to verse 16.
This is Sirach 1 and verse 16. To fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom.
It's fullness of wisdom to fear the Lord. You get wisdom, you get understanding, you get all these things, and you get faith on top of fearing the Lord. Go ahead.
The filleth man with her fruit.
Hey, faith and fear go hand in hand. You gotta think about it. Faith is a belief, right? If you don't believe in something, you don't believe it exists. You don't believe it's there. You don't think it's gonna do nothing. If you don't fear nothing, you don't fear it can do nothing. You don't fear it's there. I mean, you don't think it exists. You think opposite of what the Lord's name is. All right? If you don't have the fear and faith in you, get Malachi 1 and 7.
Yeah. And then that same verse, it says that that's the fullness of wisdom. The fullness of wisdom is to fear the Lord. So you can have wisdom and understanding and knowledge, but do you have a full understanding? And that's the key to fearing Yahweh Shai and knowing about him. We tell you about him, so when you know about him, you know what to fear and have faith in.
It's Sirach 1 and 16. To fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom and filleth man with her fruit.
That's right, filleth man with her fruit. Because if you think about wisdom, it's Sirach 4, Sirach 24, all right? But hey, that fear, man, the Lord requires that fear. Look at Malachi 1 and 7.
This is Malachi 1 and 7.
I think it's 6, honestly. But this is
Malachi 1 and 6. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear?
He requires it. It's like, you can claim that I'm the omnipotent power, but where's my fear?
You owe that. That's a debt.
That's a debt, man. You owe me. Okay? Sometimes you see a lack of fear with all these other African Israelite camps, man.
Sometimes.
Shit. You're talking about on the street, blocking off the whole street to do some fucking march.
Right.
Get out of here.
There's no fear in that.
You got to sign up for city ordinances. Esau got to give you permission to do that.
You don't think anything's going to happen.
Doing different postures and poses and just being out here in Babylon for attention, man. That's right. There's no fear in attention.
That's right. Like the priest said, there's a fullness. You need a fullness of understanding that it's still in Psalms 23. The valley of shadow of death. You're still in it. So what the fuck is marching going to do?
Esau could have easily rolled up on that.
Hey, you know,
Esau could have shot one of them.
That reminds me of like the spirit's been heavy on these fucking millennials, man.
Yeah.
They don't care, nonchalant.
Oh, my friends are dead.
Passive,
Oh, my friends are dead.
Or whatever, it's march.
depressive.
Whatever.
And it's like when the disciples actually take forward the action of marching. When they were moving forward, they were moving forward to put in some work, man. They wasn't trying to show the government their muscle, you know, because what? They knew that the so-called white man was the sword. So trying to march in a cohesive unit, everybody left, right, Who are we? Israel. You know, all that's bullshit, man. Esau don't care about, man. These devils, if they want to ride on you, they can, man, at any given time.
You don't even have to
We don't have a military. It tells you that in the Hosea, the 3rd chapter, the Lord took those things from us. This is the re-assimilation in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Hebrews 4. We don't fight against flesh or blood. These are fundamentals, man. That's right.
All it would take is one cop, one law enforcement officer to shoot in the air in the crowd, and all IUIC, all them out there marching would have scattered like roaches.
I hit you with something.
Now, it don't even take all that. All the Lord got to do is make one of these Israelites a black identity terrorist.
Right.
Just grab one Israelite up.
1400 Esau in the 1400s can whoop Jake ass in 2019. If you take the 1400 Edomites with the Gallic guns and the musket guns,
The hate.
yep. You said the what?
The hate.
The hate.
That 1400 hate, and they go to war with Jake now, they will still win, man. So that's not our battle. Right? If you speak about our kingdom in the spirit,
And what I said, if this was my kingdom, then would his servants fight?
right there.
It's not our kingdom.
This is Malachi 1:6.
So
A
he
son
ain't
honors his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is my honor?
Yep.
And if I be a master, where is my fear?
Yep.
Saith the Lord of hosts unto you, O priest that despise. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble. Proverbs 15:16. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. All right, Proverbs 15:16. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble.
The Sirach 19 and 24. He that hath small understanding and fear the Most High is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
Both of them straight to the point. It boils down to the what? Fear. All right? The fear. This 2 Samuel 22. Start at the top. Hold Psalm 18 because they literally say the same thing.
This is 2 Samuel verse 22.
2 Samuel chapter 22 verse 9.
God. It says, and David spake unto the Lord the words of this song in the day that the Lord had delivered him out of the hand of all his enemies, and out of the hand of Saul. And he said, the Lord is my rock, and in my fortress like it. And then, and my deliverer, the Most High of my rock, and him will I trust.
If you ever read 2 Samuel 22, that's when you get Psalms 18 chapters from. It's word for word, literally, word for word. It's kind of like reading First Ezra with the book of Ezra. Literally word for word. All right?
God, verse 2 it says, and he said, the Lord is my rock, and my fortress, and my deliverer, and the Most High of my rock, and him will I trust. He is my shield, and the horn of my salvation, my high tower, and my refuge, my Savior, thou savest me from violence.
That's right, you see, thou savest me from violence. All right? He's my tower, he's my refuge, my fortress, all these adjectives that he's describing the Lord, about. All right? Get the classic, Proverbs 18. You know that one. Go ahead and do it.
You know what I want.
Yeah, read 1 Thessalonians 5:16. Chapter 5.
All right, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 16.
Because like we saying, like we opened up with the brother of Rock, it's the in season and out of season. This is the main time to start praying to the Lord that your character stays intact. Because when these cold months start coming, hey, shoot, we're getting the residue of a tropical storm that just passed through the Gulf of Mexico right now. All right, you know it's going to get cool down here. Hey, when the cold hits, that's a character check. Character building 101. Stand out in 20 degree weather for 4 hours. All right? Don't even talk about the men who are north. Shoot, and me personally, I stood out for about a year and some change with the brothers in D.C. experienced the worst blizzard they had in years. I'm talking about the snow was up to years. That next Saturday, they were out there, still, snow, everything around. Character check 101, ain't no excuse. The brothers was talking about it too. Hey, I read that quote from Denzel Washington saying what? Ease is more pretty much more of a hindrance to progress than hardship. You should want to go through hardship. Character check 101. That's right. It builds your character. Makes you got tough skin. All right? You ever lift weights, you get calluses on your hand, you get better grip the next day. All right? Character check 101. Damn, it's cold out here. Right. I can keep saying in Romans 12:1, this is a reasonable service. They could be minus 30 degrees out here. I don't care. I do this and I get a turn in the winter time. You lazy. That's what it is. So lucky I get hot in the spirit because I hate the torture ass niggas.
I don't know. All right, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:16. Rejoice evermore. Verse 17, pray without ceasing.
That's right, pray without ceasing. You gotta pray that the Lord keep the spirit on you to keep going. Pray the Lord keep the spirit on you to keep going. Just because your toes don't mean shit, it's your reasonable service. Go hard. Go hard. Go ahead.
All right, verse 18. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahushua concerning you.
See, the brother, the Captain Album, he broke down Proverbs 21, talking about the preparation. That word preparation means an arrangement. It was arranged for you to come out here. Reread that last verse. It's arranged for you to come out here. Reread that.
Verse 18. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High.
And everything give thanks, for this is the will. The will of the Most High was to get your ass up off the couch, come out here and preach to these people on this sign. Right. You were arranged to do that. You ain't had no choice. Go ahead, brother. 18.
In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahushua concerning you.
Concerning you. What the fuck? Concerning you. That is a beautiful script, man, because the Lord gives a crap about you. Cares about you, man. It's only right for you to come out here and do the bidding. Preach his name, man. Finish that out with the people. I know it's
Number 19. Quench not the spirit.
Quench not the spirit. You not coming out here quenching the spirit. All right? It's a vibe that was said now. Just to speak, you know, what's that? 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse. I speak yet unto your carnal, because you can't understand the spiritual. There may be some jakes on here who just now tuning in and didn't know about the truth. I'm going to speak carnally. It's vibes, man. Y'all love to say that. We're preaching vibes right now. It's like I say, it's a movement. It's a ripple effect going out here.
Like I say, we got to keep continuing to push the vibration of Yahweh Shah, because one keep talking about these on the bootleg camp. They're taking the winter off. But who knows, when we being out here in the wintertime, some chick will walk by the camp, or somebody see you on camera, man. So we got to be out here to continue to preach the gospel so we can gather the elect. That's what these other camps don't preach. They don't preach about the election now. So that's why they're, you know, the absolute.
Don't forget about that.
Most men join the camp for the show.
Yeah. I mean, that shows a lot too. Go ahead,
verse 20. Despise not prophesying.
Despise not prophesying. Me and this brother did a video. Being a prophet is your occupation. That's your job, man. And just like any job, you can get fired if you don't do it right. All right?
Yeah, it's the right way and the wrong way.
If you're not instant in season and out of season, you can get fired by the Spirit. Yeah, hell no. Hey, Ephesians, I think it's Ephesians 4:30. I think it's that where it says, "Grieve not the Holy Spirit." That word "grieve" goes into don't be a stupid. Or what? Don't offend the Spirit. You not being instant in season, out of season, you're offending the Spirit. Therefore, in the truck voice, you're fired.
Verse 21. Who all things, hold fast at which is good.
Hold fast on which is good. Prove all things. Hold fast on which is good. Like I said earlier, starting off, we're supposed to have an unction to know all things, have to teach, and answer questions, man. All right? So what? As a prophet, you got to read these things. You got to study. And these studious individuals. All right, go ahead.
All right, last verse. Verse 22.
Yeah.
Abstain from all appearance of evil.
That's right. What the deacon was saying earlier. Stay away from niggers. All right?
It's healthy. It has health benefits, goddamn. It has health benefits.
That's stress.
Hell yeah.
Your age well.
Yeah.
You know? Stay away from niggas. Okay. Bring your precept out.
This is 1 Peter 5:2. It says, feed the flock of the Most High, which be among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly.
Not by constraints, man, but willingly. The first part of that says what? Feed the flock. Reread that.
This is 1 Peter 5:2. Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof.
So hold that. Feed the flock which is among you. Even the brothers amongst us, and the ones watching, the ones on the outside, feed them. Feed them. They're yearning for something, man. We're all babes in this. We need the suck on the tip. Feed them. All right? All right? It says, what, the overseer? You're bishops. We are bishops. All right? That means what? To oversee. All right? An oversight. I think when you go into I think it's visitation, or not visitation, I want to say it's like an overseer. I may be wrong. I think in the Hebrew it's talked about. But go ahead.
It says, not by constraint, but willingly.
Not by constraint, but willingly. That's what going back to that 1 John 5:3, the commandments. That's a commandment. It ain't grievous. You should want to do this. Me personally, I want to do this.
It's passion. Passion. That's what the word paisio, which means pain, man. It's in you.
Passion. Hey, the scriptures say, the scripture we've been bringing out all day today in 2 Timothy 4:2, at the end of this says long suffering that goes into patience, which means suffering. When you notice the word patience and passion, they both go into what the world will call a negative connotation, which is suffering and have pain. All right? Or physical, you know what I'm saying? But that's a good thing, man. All right, when you look at the title of the Passion of the Christ, that movie, it means the pain that the Yahweh Shai had to go through for us.
Nope. What do you say? No pain, no gain, man.
No pain, no gain. There's another movie like that. That shit off. Mark Wahlberg.
If I can say too, it says not by constraint, because some jakes will see this as being a strenuous thing coming out, in this kind of way. This is without constraint.
Yeah, you got certain jakes that be leaving the front door like this, man. Like, as scripture says, it was that Hebrews the 10th chapter, make straight paths for your feet, man. You know? Yeah, knuckle dragging. Depressed to go out and do the work because you want to be in the house and watch Netflix, the new new series that just came out on Netflix you want to binge watch. And that's what this generation promotes, just bullshit, man. Like we was talking about that Generation Z mentality. That's a mentality that's starting to descend upon the masses of the people. That Generation Z mentality, which is abundantly sleeping, porn, goddamn Netflix, excessive drug use, opioids, and all these different things. You know.
Hey, you know why?
Counterproduction.
You know why too? Because a society is stripped by the youth. So if the youth are in a weak state and the rest of the world is in it, like the old saying, the next generation is like the future. You know the future. Well, that's true.
They're gonna be taking over.
Okay, because the youth today in that disgruntled, depressed spirit, they're going to bring that into the next
generation.
The next era of youth.
Genetics after a while. You pass them traits on to the next children.
Yeah, how was Shai talked about this generation?
That ain't.
Crooked.
What do you say?
Crooked, I think, perverse generation.
Generation rifles or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to butcher it. That's what he said?
Yeah, and he's cussing out the Pharisees. But when you go on the Proverbs 30, it talks about there's a generation. I think it's like, somebody get that real quick. Proverbs 30 and like 3 or 2.
I got this is the word constraint in 1 Peter 5:2. It's a Greek word, anon-pistos. It says by force or constraint. So you had to come out here by force. Like, this is something you should be wanting to do willingly, man. Like, as it is your reasonable service, like your brother brought earlier. The Lord commanded us to do this. So if you were told to do something and you're doing it out of constraint, it's not of a pure heart. Right?
You know, kind of like the oxymoron. It's at the fact that the Lord did command us to do this, but the Lord gives us the choice. Right. I'm telling you to do this, but you know,
You should want to do it, but it's a commandment at the same time.
Hey, do 3 videos a week. Wake up with some bros, go out highways and byways, attend your classes. I ain't forcing you. It's a commandment. But you don't do it, you're gonna have to.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman. Hey, well, that's like college. Which the word college is a higher learner. Really, we're in spiritual college. You know, this is like an educational center, so to speak. You know, where you like I said, the three videos a week. That's really your college courses. You know, your studying, reading. You know, getting up with brothers, the assimilation, and actually growth in the embodiment of the brotherhood. That's really what college is about. And if you actually attend and you're diligent and you're consistent, what happens? You pass with flying colors. But if you've been bullshitting, skipping class, partying, being a big boy nigga, man, what happens? Either you get kicked out, you don't have enough credits to actually pass the class or whatnot, or really you just fail. But like you said, some colleges give you leisure though. Sometimes the professors might tell you, like, look, I ain't holding you back. If you don't want to come to this class, don't come to the class. You paid your money, or your parents paid your money. All these different things that you went out your way to come to this class, to actually study this course, to major in this specific craft. If you walk out of the class, I'm not following your ass, man.
Hey, that's the scriptures speak about college too, I think in the Kings.
Yep, Kings.
I think that it says college or university.
It says college.
It says college.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you know a real college is studying biblical things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you go. That's the real college.
It's high learning, right?
Yeah, higher learning. To study the biblical
Prophesy.
It says, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind.
But of a ready mind. That's synonymous with what the sound mind. Sobriety, being sober in mind. All right, clear state of mind. All right, not doing it for anything else but to get your salvation and possibly get some fruit on the chariot with you. All right, if the Lord sees that, that's very respectable. That's very honorable. All right, look, you told Peter, "Feed my sheep." Son. All right, it's Deuteronomy the 22nd chapter telling you to store the sheep or the ox or whatever.
Lost.
While that individual is gone. When that individual is gone,
Yeah, I was sure.
So we have to store all his substance until he comes back and then get it back. That's an honorable thing to do, man.
To the storehouse.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 15. It says, "See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. And that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. And the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it."
It's a commandment.
Yeah.
Straight up. He commands you to fear him. He commands you to do the work. He commands you to love him, like it says in there. He commands you to keep his commandments. Statutes, all that. And they're not hard.
It's growing out your face for a reason.
It's growing out your face for a reason.
It's the laziest thing you can do.
Hey, and keeping the beard on your face, that keeps moisture in your face.
Uh-huh.
Okay? It's beneficial. You keep the beard on your face, like I said, you put oils. Shit, some oils smell good, you be having a smell good face all day.
Hell yeah.
I'm just, what, you got, don't eat acidic ass food like shrimp, all right? And lobster, wrapped in bacon. That's what niggas love. I seen a bacon.
Oh, man.
Like a bacon, sausage, egg, donut sandwich, man.
Oh, the Luther.
Oh, whatever.
That's a Luther. They put 2 donuts between the bacon.
2 Krispy Kreme.
You eat that? You take that's death.
Let's call it that because
He died from it. Whoever made he died from that. Yeah.
one Krispy Kreme donut, to burn off one Krispy Kreme,
If I'm not mistaken.
to burn off one Krispy Kreme donut, you have to run a mile. One. And motherfuckers be getting that shit by the droves.
Boom. Scoffing them down.
Doesn't give me. Don't get the whole thing. Nigga get high.
Yeah, and this is really this is an Israelite movement, man. We tapping back into our paleo mentality. You know, the scriptures give you a dietary layout. You know, it tells you how you should move, how you should eat, how you should think. It really just recreates your and rebrands who you are, man.
You know, to simply put that, it just gives you morals.
Yeah, really. Just
That's it. Because before this, we didn't stand on anything. Now we got morals that we can stand by.
Titus 3.
Actually agree with. And then I'm gonna be, when you come into it, you take your bills, but it starts to ease, and when you really start getting settled and acclimated into the morals that were prescribed and written and given to you, your life becomes better. You become more healthier. All right. Another personal testimony. I was skinny as a twig, and then I realized some things while reading the script that I needed to get healthy again. Started getting my body back right. I feel good. A lot of brothers can attest to the same thing. Get back in the gym, you start eating more herbs and greens. I know the bishop and this brother right here, this brother doing it for 2 weeks. He's not eating no meat. You can read about that in the Salah. Yeah, that is fake. And go back. You can read about that in Daniel. You know, eating the pulse. You know, drinking water. Doing the right things. Coconut water. Pulse. Fruits. Parayum.
Yeah, because this is the time when niggas gonna gorge on food. You gotta think about it. You got October, Halloween, all that candy. Then you got Thanksgiving, all that turkeys. Then you get Christmas. Even if you don't celebrate it, they're gonna bring that shit to work. They're gonna bring it somewhere to where it's towards you, man. That's what contributes to motherfuckers getting depressed and lazy, man.
Yeah.
Eating that bullshit.
Halloween they gross. I think on Halloween day, I think last Halloween they made $1 billion worth of candy. Or who did they make $1 billion from? Consumers. Thanksgiving, turkey and ham sales is gonna be through the roof, and Jay gonna be scoffing it all down. No greens, or if they do have greens, what is gonna be pork all in the greens.
And the greens overcooked.
Yeah, the greens overcooked. Hey, when you go to Big Mama's house, that's the leads you to a heart attack. I remember years ago I went to my family house on Thanksgiving. Man, I ate that Thanksgiving food, I ain't gonna lie, man. That thing messed my stomach up, man. I basically was living on that toilet.
Hey, what's like to that? The day after Thanksgiving is known as Brown Friday.
Damn.
Because it's the #1. That's the busiest day for plumbers. You eat all that shit on Thanksgiving, and you gotta shit it out.
I threw it up too.
But you see, those are Esau's high holy days, right? And you see what it does. But
Brown Friday.
When we have the Feast of Tabernacle for a week, when we all making up and cooking, we got big tubs of salad, fruits, water.
Agua. Agua.
We have water. Fruits, water. I'm talking about we be having big 2-3 tubs of salad made. That salad that Bishop Taiwan.
He getting into it.
The fruits, we have fruit. And then on top of that, when we eat, we just ain't eating chicken. We got lamb. We bring chicken.
Yeah, the chicken. Chicken and the fish.
But we be making
Some good fish.
We be making fish. You know what I'm saying? We be making lean things, Mediterranean type food, man.
Yeah, alkaline based foods. And think about Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know, those holidays hit. What Jay got? Oh, especially Christmas. It's all kind of cookies, gingerbread snacks, fat ass Coca-Colas, Pepsis, chips. You know, and then you open your stocking, which these days is rituals for Satan. You know, these days promote the vibration of the left-hand side. That's why people that are invoked in that spirit, this is the time of death. All right, the suicide rates are at the all-time high. People just are in the mood to kill themselves. And like we said, this is Generation Z, so it's going to be a great suicide rate out here, man. You know,
This day is the #1 suicide day of the year.
And there ain't no satisfying these jakes, man. These jakes, whatever they get for Christmas. Oh, and then you're going to spend your ass off. These jakes on Christmas and these different holidays, they're going to spend money they don't have. So now they got to do what? Title loans. They have to get all these different loans, and they have to borrow all this money that they got to pay back at the beginning of the year. So when tax time come, they in a debt, man. And Esau knows how to get you, and that's why they have around this time Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all these different things to keep. Yep.
They're using Jake to keep this establishment moving. That's why they call Jake Gmsatlanta.
I was gonna see. I had some time with him.
Hey, that's funny, man. Because Jake, what by hard free labor built this country, and then you take it in today, we still building the country by being heavy ass consumers. All right, so go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 16 and verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord. And as you can see, what are we doing spiritually? We're fishing, right? We're not fishing for any old nigga, right? This is a spiritual hook, right? Niggas can't grab on to that spiritual hook, right? Unless you know it's for the elect, right? And it continues, it says, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the hole of the rock. That's soon to come, man. Because what? In Ecclesiastes it says what? In every season, there's a time to do certain things in each season, all right? We're in the season of fishing, man, all right? And after this, man, we're going on hunt, man. Like the brother mentioned earlier, we're scattered, we're fishing, and at the same time, we're going to get spiritual power. Lord willing, we'll be a part of that number that get the spiritual power, because these people need to be hunted. Look around, all right? The Lord is tired of seeing degenerates, man. The Lord is tired of this sinful ass kingdom, man. The homosexuality, etc., man. So the Lord said, hey, I'm going to set up men, I'm going to have them hunt you. And it's soon to come. But you people can't believe and see anyway. Because you're prideful.
And we gonna be the Lord's spiritual mercenaries, man. We were hired, and we have a contract. And we're gonna fulfill what the Lord deems necessary.
Hey, and then the maiden, hey, Luke 19:24. Want me to get it right?
Amos 9:8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. And that's, well, I'm going to verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say that evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So, you know, we're in a time where, you know, Jake is doing a lot of evil during these satanic holidays. All right, but the Lord is giving you fishermen, like the brother said, according to the scripture, to tell you to turn back from your ways. But if you don't turn back, these men are going to turn into hunters, man. All right? And now we're starting to see the sticking of Israel. We keep talking about these camps, but they too busy pushing mixtapes right now instead of taking their ass off the highways and byways in adverse conditions. So the Lord is clearly making a standard between the house of David and the house of Saul, man.
Israel mixtape.
Come, this is 2 Samuel chapter
22, the words that the Lord had delivered him out of the hand of all his enemies and out of the hand of Saul. Verse 2.
And Pastor Spirit, the brother just said that. It's still a fight between the house of David and the house of Saul.
The house of David waxed stronger and the house of Saul waxed worse. God, and he said, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer.
And that's how you know this thing can get very personal. All right? The Lord, David saying, hey man, that's my power. All right? That's my power. And I ain't afraid to admit it. Okay?
That's what we're doing today.
We ain't afraid to admit it.
We ain't afraid to admit the Lord is our power, man. Yep. That it pleases him. And we believe through faith, man. He's going to destroy y'all right in front of us. You know, right in our eyes, man. All right, John. The Most High of my rock, in him will I trust. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation, my high tower and my refuge, my Savior. Thou savest me from violence.
We're going to get Proverbs 18:10. That's what he's saying as well.
All right, this is Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe.
That's what King David was saying right there. That's the refuge. That's the, the resting place. That's the safety.
The back.
That's all of it, man. All right. That's the main thing. That's gonna get you out of here. The name of the Lord. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Abdullah.
Now, if I can say too, that tower is also mentioned when he was making his vineyard. He said there's a tower in the midst of it. Yep. So that tower is very spiritual, which is of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Come to continue, it says, verse 4, I will call on the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, so shall I be saved from my enemies.
I will call on the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. If you ever read the three holy children in the book of Sirach, they called on the Lord, and you definitely know he was worthy to be praised when you read that whole thing. Matter of fact, just get a skip bit of it. Three holy children, real quick. He told everything to bless the Lord.
Oh yeah.
And I bet when he got delivered out of it. He was a tree.
Bless the Lord.
Please. Bless the Lord. It's raining.
Rain.
Rain. Bless it.
He gave a shout out to everything, man.
Just read a snippet. Let's start at 40.
All right, this is the song of the three holy children. Say 40?
Yeah, start at verse 40.
All right, verse 40. O ye sun and moon, bless you the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye stars of heaven, bless the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. O every shower and dew, bless ye the Lord.
Shower and dew.
I was just like, see, it was just like, it was probably raining.
Bless the Lord, yeah.
Bless it, man. Wake up in the morning and dew on the ground. Bless the Lord. Go ahead. That's her. Lord's worship of all praise. Go ahead.
O every shower and dew, praise ye the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye winds, bless ye the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye fire and heat, bless ye the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever. Verse 45, O ye winter and summer, bless ye the Lord. Praise and exalt him above all forever.
In season out.
I was just about to say, go back to 2 Samuel 22. Where you got to go?
Yeah, here it is. The 2 Samuel 22 and verse 5. When the waves of death compassed me, the floods of ungodly men made me afraid.
See that? The waves of death compassed. You got to remember, when it's in 1 Samuel, yeah, it's in 1 Samuel, when Saul and David came back, the women, flocked. Oh, Saul killed thousands. But King David killed tens of thousands. With David, man. But in those wars, he was compassed round about the enemy. Hey, you can't, when you read the scripts, you gotta be literal and spiritual, everything at certain, at certain times. When you go into the wars of things, yes, there was probably some times when King David was in some trouble.
Oh yeah, he said the
enemy. Not every battle he just won just with flying colors. You know what I'm saying? He might have been some battles he may have had a, hey, when he need to come back, recalibrate, and think of something else. Remember, they were fighting big ass Philistines and big ass Hamites. Them Hamites was huge.
Moab, dude.
Go ahead, bro. So when all his enemies can pass him, he called on the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 6, the sorrow.
That's why prayer is very important. We read it in 1 Thessalonians 5, where it says what? Pray without ceasing. What do you think King David was doing? While he was slicing heads, he was probably calling on the name of the Lord. At the same time, man.
Crazy.
What? The scriptures say he was cleaving on his sword so hard that it became one.
Tells you in Maccabees how the men fought with swords in their hands and prayers in their mouths, man.
That's perfect. That's it right
That's
there.
what Psalms 150. Double-edged sword and the Lord. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 6, the sorrows of hell compass me about.
Sorrows of hell compass me about. Again, we mentioned Psalm 23. We in the sorrows of hell right now. It compasses us. All right? Literally, if you want to think about it, these are buildings, but that road right there is the valley. All right? You stuck right in the middle of it. This is Babylon, man.
Well.
All right, go ahead.
The snares of death prevented me.
The snares of death prevented me, man. The snares of death is an obstacle. It's a bump in the road, man. All right? It's always around lurking. Every day, one of these brothers, we can't go a day without seeing judgment. Whether it be in person, actually literally seeing it happen on the news, on social media, we can't go a day without seeing judgment. The scripture saying judgment go up daily. All right, go ahead.
John just said what? Prevented me. I remember we was in class and the bishop of Southbourne said, I can't go a day not worrying about bills, light bills, worrying about this, worrying about that. This place presents us, man. It's vexing, man. Okay.
It's like an object is in the way and you trying to shake it.
Wow. Well, Paul says Satan hindered us, man. Because this world is built upon adversity. And we don't see the layout of the world from an aerial point of view, really seeing how we live in a complex labyrinth or a maze. But shit, everything is designed and tailored to work against the Israelite man. The legislation that is passed throughout these different courts, it helps out the super rich, but what does it do? It pegs the poor. All right, these legislations that's designed to actually give women more freedom and liberation, it helps out women. It helps propel them and project them on another layout in the world, but it pushes us down lower. Because in order for a people to be brought up higher on a more supreme level, then that means some people have to be pushed down to a more inferior level, man.
Hey, and just to land that, what? Literally, when you look at Esau's law, directly opposite of ours. That's why you got that in Maccabees when it says.
You gotta.
He literally on purpose had to make these laws by viewing ours. Literally, he had to make his laws by viewing what we do. Keep going.
Yeah, and our laws were made for our kingdom to prosper. They said it's certain laws where if an animal dies of itself, it says that our people can't eat it, but you can feed it to the heathen. So we would treat the heathen low in our kingdom. It was a certain level of, for lack of a better term, respect that we would show to the heathen, but you wouldn't treat a heathen like your own blood, like your own kinsman. And now we're in the belly of the beast and basically Satan's playground, and he does whatever he wants to us, man. And everything that we watch, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, we see that it's always hitting us over the head. It's always something to berate us as a people, man.
What it takes to go make $1, it shouldn't be on that.
Yeah, for us. But Esau falls into money. I was listening to this guy, which Psalm 73 and also Psalms 37, perfect precepts that goes into how Esau is just born with the blessing in his kingdom, man. Job 9:24. But anyways, the Edomite was like, man, as hard as it is for us to be rich, is as hard for those rich people to become poor, man. He was like, you could be he was like, it doesn't, they not, these people aren't rich because they have an IQ. Now, this guy that's speaking, he's a, you know, he's up there on the echelon, so to speak. He got money. But he was like, you know, these individuals that got all the money, they're not there because they're so great. You know, whether, you know, more than likely their parents stole something, you know, whether it was stole an idea or stole a portion of the country and prospered off of the resources that they stood on top of, whether it was tobacco or whether it was sugar or whether it's whatever, liquor. You know, the list goes on, and they basically are flopped into those positions. Now they got hundreds of millions of dollars, and even if they just blow out all their money, they sitting on top of renewable resources, right? Residuals. Right. So you go, yeah, and then you have so many, I would say, so many things built in the system for you to prosper. Like I was listening to the 88.5 the other day, and they had these different luxury hotels and these nice ass houses on the coastlines. And say, for instance, a tsunami or something that would tear it apart. They have so many, so much legislation, and they have so many policies passed where they're basically good. And the ones that actually mainly pay for those nice houses is the taxpayers, man. The taxpayers are the ones that's being hit over the head.
Yeah, we built. Wait, who owns the Falcons? Arthur Blank. Yeah, but I think he put a portion of his money up towards the building of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But all of us, all you niggas in Atlanta paid for that new stadium. And we can't even, and here it is, we can't, it's not like, hey, thank you to you Atlanteans. You know.
He takes all the credit.
You know, here's one ticket for every resident of Atlanta to come to a game. Fuck that. We're going to charge you premium.
Verse 7, in my distress, I called upon the Lord, and I cried to my power. And he did hear my voice out of his temple, and my cry did enter into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of heaven moved.
Yeah, see that? Then the earth shook and trembles off the Lord hearing his voice. Hey, when Yahweh Shai was on the cross, he yelled out his last words, and then what happened? He gave up the spirit, and the earth shook and trembled. Because the Lord heard Yahweh Shai. All right, keep going, bro.
It says on the foundations of heaven moved and shook because he was wroth.
Because he was mad. It's the same thing again when Yahweh Shai. The Lord was mad when Yahweh Shai was going through all that. Even though Isaiah 53 says he was pleased due to the fact that what? He had to go through what he had to go through because of what he's done. And it's sad. He had to. It was a sacrificial lamb. All right? All right, get that.
This is Psalms chapter 9, starting at verse 2. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. When my enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou say this in the throne, judging right. Verse 5. Thou hast rebuked the heathen, thou hast destroyed the wicked, thou hast put out their name forever and ever. Verse 6. O thou enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities. Your memorial is perished with them.
That's right, y'all become a perpetual end. Many of y'all will never get back into the seat that you were in when we were here in Babylon. You will never get back. Can you read your first part? There's something out there. Start at the top.
This is Psalms 9 and 2.
Hey, ask the car you had.
I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. When my enemies are turned back, they shall.
See, when my enemies are turned back,
it says, they shall fall and perish at thy presence.
They shall fall and perish at thy presence, man. When my enemies turn back, what means finally respect? Respect who's supposed to be in the top seat, man. All right.
That's why the law, not the law, but the blessings and the cursing. One of the blessings, which it's easy to focus in on the cursing, but we're approaching the blessing is what? That They shall fall. What is it? Your enemies shall come in.
Yeah, one way.
In one way and flee out seven ways. Because we already had our time of the enemies having us dispersed in 7 different ways in all hands. It's their time to be rebuked and run at the fear of us, you know.
All right, Psalms chapter 9, verse 3. When my enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence.
Right, when my enemies turn back again, like I said, when they respect us finally, because people on this chart, when they finally respect from Judah all the way down to Issachar, when they finally respect the Yahushua.
And that's a. I was gonna say that's gonna be us in our full righteous spirit, because even like you see this thing that's going on in Mexico, El Chapo's brother,
Junior.
Yeah, excuse me, his son, El Chapo's son got locked up, and the cartel, the Sonora cartel, went and wrecked shit up so bad that they had to let him go, man.
It's some Batman shit.
Yeah, that's some Batman. That's some shit, man. So just think about how much more in the spirit we're men of the Lord and righteousness. The Lord is going to amplify the spirit of righteousness. Esau can't even deal with niggas on the block, man. Or really Issachar, that's really Issachar rights. But the authorities, even in that city and that unit, individuals banding together in conjunction, which is a gang, and coming against the authorities, they have a level of fear. They have a level of respect for that organization. How much, huh?
2 Ezra 15 and 17. This should have the power shall be in their hand.
Yep, the power shall be in their hand. So we're coming into that time where it's a transition of government. It's a transition of power.
That's right, brother.
And the powers, like I said, the power shall stand in fear. That's prophecy right there, man. Get up. That is some Joker type.
Our enemies are going to finally respect us. We're finally going to put them in a perpetual servitude. We're finally going to eradicate these Edomites, the self-proclaimed white men. So we got one more time to go and step down.
Psalms 9 and 3. When my enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence.
That's right, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. All I'm saying is that when he would look me in the eye in the kingdom, he would burn and crisp. Like in that movie, Fire of the Song, they tell him, don't look your master in the face. Hey, you, look at me. Look in the face and slap me. That's what they would put in the face. They would burn to a crisp.
Yeah.
They're going to respect these people on the side.
Shalom.
I'm going to continue on what the brother left off at. Because soon, you know, we won't continue to be at the bottom. Right now, we're at the bottom of this society. We start being leadership. And right now, our people were oppressed. All right, so when we start off Ecclesiastes 10 and 7, because soon we ain't going to have to worry about, you know, going to Esau eating, you know, for the want of all things. You know? Okay, we ain't going to have to worry about going to him, getting registration for these cars, all right, going to these grocery stores, getting our food by measure, getting our water by measure, our women being out of order. Soon we ain't have to worry about all these things, right? Okay? So you go ahead. But yeah, man, you know.
10 and 17.
Yeah, 10 and 7.
10 and 7. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses.
That's right. It says, I have seen servants upon horses, and horses represents power. Okay, Esau, Edom. Okay, they're the ones that's in power right now. They're the ones that's in rulership right now, man. They're the ones ruling over us, pushing out these unrighteous decrees. Okay, oppressing our people, man. Got us in the hood, in the ghettos. Okay, doing whatever he want to do, man. Okay, while he's living it up. All right, you continue.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
That's right. And princes walking as servants upon the earth. And who's the prince? That's talking about the Israelites, man. Yasharala. Okay, he's the prince of power. Okay. You know, we're the ones that's in the low position right now, man. Okay, we're the ones, you know, if we ain't got the money, you know, to pay our rent, we getting eviction notice, man. Okay, we're the ones got to worry about, man, if we got something to eat. Okay, for later on we get off work or whatever, man. Okay, we're under these curses right now, man. But soon we won't have to worry about these things, man. All right.
I got a precept too. This is Psalms 126 and 1. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord have done great things for them.
Hey, that's right. You know, and that's gonna happen, man. Okay? Soon, you know, we're gonna be rejoicing. Okay, we're gonna be in our own land. Okay, and these heathens are gonna be under us, man. Okay, right now, you know, they're confederate against us, man. It goes into it in Psalms 83rd chapter, you know? Right now they're living it up. All right, you see them there in these Sunday meetings. Okay, those people, they're not asking our people, you know, do they have any suggestions, man? Okay, it's a way of them to further oppress our people, man. Okay, and you feel small, man.
Yeah, let me read a little bit more on that because it was a beautiful point. I want to jump down to 4. Turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy.
That's right. You know, we're doing that right now. Okay, but soon
love that one
we're
right
gonna
there.
be reaping and joy, man. Okay, soon, you know, we're gonna be happy. Okay, our Lord Yahweh Shai, you know, is gonna be over us, ruling in righteousness. Okay, we know the elect will be joint heirs with him.
And to be honest, we never been happy a day in our life, man. I mean, of course, it's truth, is fulfillment, and you enjoy the brotherhood and things of that nature. But true happiness on the earth, actually abundantly enjoying what the Lord has put out on the earth for us, man, we haven't experienced life, man. The majority of our brothers really haven't even been too far outside of Georgia, man.
I see the quote, if I may add to what you're saying. I forgot who said it, but they were saying, nature is the Lord's art. And we don't get to enjoy nature the way that it was intended for us to be.
Right.
You know, we don't see animals the way that we're supposed to. You know, we be damn near ready to break our neck when we see a deer in your backyard. Like, get everybody go look at your backyard. No, it's a deer.
Oh, if you see an animal,
what's a fox? Nigga, get out of here.
if you see an animal, you see them locked up just like your ass, man.
Right.
Here it is, you actually leaving your prison to go see an imprisoned goddamn lion. And he be just as depressed as you, looking low.
Mad at you were paying for this shit.
Yeah, like, man, what the hell you looking at? Coming to look at me, man? It's oppression. You know, and
right?
the scriptures speak about in the blessings in the kingdom, how these different animals are going to be at your disposal. You actually be able to play with lions. Like, you'll see these devils, they might have a whole, I would say, a whole zoo, so to speak, full of animals, and they playing with them and things of that nature. The animals are actually enjoying each other. You know, you might see the individual, he got like 10 bears, big ass she bears and things of that nature. He just laying on them and actually relaxing and things of that nature. You got Edomites that be going to the, you know, to the bottom of the ocean, underground. Oh, I would say underwater, you know, cities and all these different things out in the, man, they got multi-million-dollar castles, $100 million castles and things of that nature, $100,000 plates of food. That's living, man.
And that's not even shit.
Yeah.
That still ain't shit though, compared to the extent that we're gonna enjoy it all. Like that show the show I spoke about a few weeks ago on HBO. It's some rich ass neighborhood wherever it is. They got a zoo in the neighborhood.
Man, like,
But that's some rich Edomite shit. You just walk your kids down to the middle of the neighborhood and it's a zoo. We don't live like that. In the middle of our neighborhood is dope fiends and prostitutes. And chicken wing spots.
A lot of these communities, these own little neighborhoods, they have their own stores, their own, you know, like the military bases,
police.
like their own security, fences around it, you know. See because you can be happy with. You can have because happiness is an emotion.
Right.
It's, you know, you have your happy moments. But what we don't have that Esau gets to experience as far as this being kingdom, is we don't have bliss. We don't have true bliss. True bliss is I'm happy, but I'm never going to be sad again. Right. That's just true bliss.
I'm happy and I don't even know why I'm happy.
Right, just to be, like in scriptures and prophecy says that the Lord is going to pour blessings upon you before you even ask or pray for it. That's true bliss. You know, we don't have true bliss. We have happy moments. You know what I'm saying? We have times where we're laughing and we're joyous. But to have true bliss, that's the kingdom of heaven that we're looking for.
That's it.
You know?
You got it, Kaliya.
Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. You have sown much and bring in little.
That's right. You know, it says we have so much and bring in little. You know, we go to a lot of these jobs, put in 40, 50, 60 plus hours, man. Okay, and what happens? So we gotta wait a week, 2 weeks to get our check. We're supposed to get paid by the day, man. Right. Okay, and when we do get these checks, you think you get a little OT, they take more money out your check. Okay, that's the unrighteous decrees of Esau Edom, man. Okay, constantly, you know, trying to push and keep us at the bottom, man. You continue on.
But ye have not enough.
That's right. He said, you have not enough, man. We always got bills. They constantly coming, man. We got more bills coming than checks, man.
That's a good ass point. It was like, you work, that's how you know these checks is bullshit, man.
Hell no.
Here it is. You'll be on the schedule for 5 days, right? Let's just say you missed one. You only work 4. And that check be short like $200.
Man.
But you pick one day up, you only made like $10 more. Right. Esau be fucking with these checks, man.
Esau put whatever. Esau just put some numbers on that paper, man.
Man, I just want to know.
Like how you miss one day and that shit, you miss one day of work out your week, it'll fuck you up for the rest of the month. Right. But you pick up that extra day, that shit don't mean nothing to you.
Right. And then he get healed before he even gives it to you. Right. They don't even give you a chance to pay your taxes. I'm going to take my shit off the top. Right. Here you go. Yeah. No, you need your money 3 days ago. Right. Why
Oh, but
That's where your check going to.
Esau get cut checks. Esau get $100,000 checks and things of that nature. That's really low checks, to be honest. You got niggas. I remember Birdman said the biggest check he got was a $100 million check. He said he got a couple of them. But you Jakes, y'all get excited because you get a $2,000 check, man.
$500 check. Big money rolling in the dough.
Yeah, that was Wayne money.
That was Wayne money.
And ain't paying shit. But you got it, bro.
It says, ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Right. You know, and we don't have enough thirsty now. All right, done. You know, we go to these stores, you know, get these food. A lot of this food not even real eating now, man.
Nope.
A lot of this food genetically modified, these GMO foods. Okay, we're getting the worst, you know, that we can get here, man. Okay, it says you drink it, and you can read that news off the shop.
But ye are not, like, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
That's right, goes to show you, man. We don't have enough in this.
It's leaking out, man.
All the time, you know?
Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
That's right, that's the point, you know, and that's what we do, man, because
as you make it.
time, you know, as soon as we get our money, we got a bill to pay, man.
The bills pop up in my head. I calculate my check.
I got a bill money right now.
Damn. I'm trying to find a bill like that. That's just in the bill.
I'll be the same way, too.
Look, a lot of these bills, a lot of these bills now be on auto pay. So as soon as you get paid for, you wake up, you check your account, they done pulled it out.
They charge you, you know they charge you to pay bills, man. You go to Georgia Power, they'll take you to another bill payment, bill matrix, service fee. If you use your debit card, they charge you like $225. Like, how the hell are you charging me to pay a bill?
Right.
Or you call, like, if you have T-Mobile, call T-Mobile and be like, hey, I want to pay the bill. Well, it's going to be a charge for you to pay it over the phone. $3. If I can see you, I'll punch you in your shit.
Yo, if you go in the Metro, going to the store, they charge you $3 extra.
Convenience fee.
It's not convenient if I gotta drive, but if you pay like over the phone or off like your app, is just whatever the flat fee is.
You was gonna say something, Carson Carla?
But it's a land bank. Even when you try to go to ATM, that's not your bank. You get charged a fee.
Yeah.
Also, mortgage. I hate mortgage. All right. Mortgage. If you want to get a payoff quote or if you want to pay your house off, they charge you for paying your house off. Why? Because the bank is missing out on the interest that accumulates in your 30-year fixed loan. So they missed out on the interest that you're paying. Instead, you want to pay it off, the entire principal. They charge you for paying that off. It's a penalty.
Oh,
It's a penalty for paying my house off.
they charge you application fees to apply for an apartment, man.
Application fee, administration fees.
And you might not get the spot. You might not get it. You got it, bro.
absolutely right. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the precept, you know, to back them up. You get that.
Deuteronomy 28, get that too.
Isaiah 10:1.
I got a precept too.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
And who does that? Esau, Edom. Okay? You know, when you look around, we try to go get an apartment, you got an application fee. You got an admin fee, a garbage fee. Like the brother was just going into, yeah, sewage fee. You try to pay, you try to pay your house off early, you get another fee, man. How do you get another fee for going ahead and paying it up front, man? So they can continuously get that interest rate money, man. Okay, this is going to show you the unrighteous decrees of Esau, Edom, man. And what else he does, man, promotes wickedness, man. Okay, homosexuality, pedophilia, okay? All these unrighteous things that's contrary to the scripture, man. Okay? You know, Esau, Edom does it, man. Okay?
Yeah, that's usually, he ought to get judged for that.
He will.
That's it.
It says, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
That's right, right grievousness which they have prescribed. You know, and that's what Esau Edom has done, man. His whole time being in rulership, you know, he's done wickedness, man. Done things to keep himself on top and keep everybody else at the bottom, man.
That's right, bro.
Okay, the script's going to about Satan divided against Satan. Esau Edom don't even get along with his own people, man.
Man, and that's why Esau could live in a $250 million house.
Yeah.
You know how much people you have to rape? How many pockets you actually had to scam to live? If you living in a $250 million house, you got to be a billionaire, man. And that means you took money from a lot of people. That's why the poor are poor, man.
That's right.
It's levels to being poor. I seen like a marginal how the rich and poor is in the country, and you see how the rich are high. They high, and you see the poor there at the bottom. It's a huge gap. When really, if Esau was righteous, it could actually have a certain level out. Okay, they're rich, but the poor is not that much poorer than them. Esau keeps you in the
they cut the middle class.
Yep.
And they've been saying that, they prophesied it before the middle class put out. So it's extremely poor, extremely rich.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring this out real quick. This is Baruch 3:8. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power."
Yeah, niggas will be like they don't believe in God. The God of you niggas is bills, man. You niggas think about bills all the time.
Being subject to fees, you gotta pay for parking. You gotta pay for you have to pay Esau. You gotta pay Esau to run water into your house.
They take it out too.
They take up, man, all of that.
You get paid for the water that come in and the water that go out.
Yep.
That's why I picked up this Edomite one time. I picked up this Edomite from Chicago. And that's why there's a lot of cities that are dealing with a real exodus. Like Illinois is dealing with a huge exodus of people. People are leaving because it's corrupted. This Edomite that he told me he moved up there, he was like, man, I hate it up there. He said basically, as soon as you leave your front door, there's a charge for something waiting for you.
Damn.
To get on the roads, to park in the city. He said up there, you have to pay to park in the city. Just even if you don't leave your house and you don't have a park, that's part of your expense. Some way somehow. It's corrupt. Esau's corruption is especially Detroit and these cities, man. That's why they're leaving and doing what? Bringing their ass to what they believe is their heaven is Atlanta.
Right. Yeah.
It's like 8 years now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Numbers going up every day now.
5 years. Goddamn.
And man, stay in your state, man.
Stay home, man.
Yeah, suffer where you at, man.
Suffer, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup.
That's right. Whose judgment is not to drink of the cup? The Israelites. All right, Israel, Yasharah. You continue along.
Have assuredly drunken.
That's right. We drunk of that cup. All right. We went into slavery. We went into different captivities under these different nations. We're at the bottom. Okay. These heathens are ruling over us right now, man. Okay. We're under these curses, man. You can continue on that.
And art thou he that shall together go unpunished?
That's right, you know. And the reason, you know, we experienced all these things because we broke the covenant of the Heavenly Father. Okay, but the scriptures go into about how, shall they go unpunished? Could you read anything about this shot?
Good. It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
That's right. You know, shall you other heathens go unpunished that had a hand to do with us being in captivity? Okay, that's benefiting off the oppression of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites. You continue on.
Thou shalt not go unpunished.
That's right. Y'all will not go unpunished, man. Okay? Y'all are gonna go into slavery. Y'all are gonna drink of that cup, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, man. All right? Y'all will not go unpunished for what y'all done to the Lord's chosen people. Then Gmsatlanta. Okay?
But thou shalt surely drink of it.
That's right, but thou shalt surely drink of it, man. And we know Esau, Edom gonna get double the cup, man. Right. All right? You know, y'all gonna be in slavery, man. All right? And we know after y'all serve y'all time in slavery, y'all gonna be burnt off the face of the earth, man. Y'all gonna be exterminated. Okay? But you other heathens, y'all are going to be in slavery right along with Esau, Edom, man. Because y'all had a hand to do with it. A hand to do with us being oppressed and being in captivity, man. Psalms 8:3 chapter goes into it. You got it.
Yep, this is Isaiah. Isaiah 14. And I'll start at the top. It says in verse 1, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
That's right.
And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
That's right. And that's going to happen in the kingdom. Okay? You know, we're going to receive those new bodies. Okay? We're going to have those immortal bodies. Okay? The laws are going to be in our inward part. We're going to be perfect, man. Okay? A nation of kings and priests. Okay? And you heathens are going to be under us, man. Okay? When y'all see us, y'all going to come bowing down at our feet, man. Okay? Right. Starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai. Y'all going to bow down to him. Okay? And y'all going to bow down to the elect of Israel and all Israel, man. Okay? You know, y'all gonna be our servants and handmaids. All right, y'all gonna be in the field, okay, stumping out our grapes, okay, doing whatever we tell y'all to do, man. Okay.
Verse 3. And then shall come to pass, it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear, which I said goes into bliss. You know, no more. You know, that sorrow and fear is gonna go away. So we're not just going to have happy moments, we're going to have blissful moments. Okay? It says, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that goes to payment too. Like the brother said, these payments, they're like our king. Like they rule over how we dictate our schedules, our lives, based off of how many payments we got.
Yeah, bills are very demanding.
You know?
They be texting you randomly.
I know, like that. Just to let you know, man. Yeah, it ain't like back in the day, Esau put the whip to you. You know, the so-called white man physically has to get up out of his bed, you know, put his boots on, you know, strap you down and whip you. Now he just put automatic payments, man. You know, he'll just take the shit out of your bank account.
I wish I could get an old-time slave with an ass with this shit.
So it says, and then thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. That's what we're saying now. We're out here telling our oppressor, the king of Babylon, which is Edom right now, okay, that look, your city, America, your system is corrupt. It's going down. It's going to implode from the inside out.
That's right. And
the Israelites, so-called blasphemers, Native Americans, we're going to be your next rulers. All right? It says, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindered. So ain't nobody going to stop us, man. Like Diddy say, can't nobody stop us now.
Because there's going to be two types of people in that time.
Yep.
Those getting their ass whooped and those giving the ass whoopings.
That's right.
So either you giving the ass whoopings or you receive it.
Giving or taking. It's gonna be a good give-take relationship.
Yep. This last verse. It says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. All right? It says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. So going to what we talked about earlier with the zoos and the animals and the trees and nature itself is going to sing. You're going to be able to smell what a real oak tree smells like. You know? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be blissful. You got it, right?
That's right. You know, and that's what's coming for the Israelites. All right? But you heathens, y'all gonna be in slavery. Okay, after y'all serve y'all time in slavery, y'all will be able to get y'all land back, except for Esau either. So you get that lamentation.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
That's right. Rejoice and be glad, oh daughter of Edom. Okay, do whatever you gotta do. Rejoice. All right, go max out your credit card, go on vacation, go to Greece, Syria, wherever you want to go to, man. Okay?
Hey, can you grab some tissue?
Yeah.
Can you grab some tissue when you...
All right, because after this, all right, y'all ain't gonna come back into rulership again, man. All right, you continue.
Where you going to Walgreens? Okay.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
That's right. The cup shall also pass through unto thee. Roughly paraphrase. Okay, so we know that y'all Edomites are gonna drink of that cup, man. Okay, double the cup, man.
Yeah,
All right?
Kabaria Call said it's going to be like on Lion King where all the animals was rejoicing. And they was rejoicing because that demon basically got, what was it, Scar, right? You know, Scar got put to death, if I'm not mistaken. And also another good one was The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's a hell of a movie. Which the witch represented Babylon and the lion represented Yahweh Shai, because the lion got killed. And I seen it when I was a kid. Killed, and he rose up. I think he rose up the third day. And him and the kids, they went in and slaughtered that goddamn king. I mean, that witch.
That was a bad battle.
Oh, that was a bad battle, man. Yeah. So these movies and these movie producers, they read the scriptures, and these directors, they know what's going to happen in the last days. They know it's an underdog story. And they know that it's a certain people that's at the bottom that's going to reign on top. You know, they've had visions. They've had all kind of dreams. They put it out on TV, television, and they try not to push it out on a heavy basis. That's why it's only a few movies and TV shows with black superheroes, man. You got this new show with this little boy, Dion. But for the most part, Esau's not trying to push out the wave of black people ruling and white people being in subjugation, you know? That's why they give you the wackest goddamn superheroes, man.
And they're going back, that's true too. They're going back to Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Author C.S. Lewis, he was like an avid Christian, so he based it off, it was an allegory. It was a whole allegory that he was like heavy to the scriptures anyway. So that's why it's like such a, because if you read those books, all those books got flaws, and you know, he's one of those authors that actually did base it off the scriptures.
Which one of the souls of Adam and Eve?
With that Turkish delight.
Yeah.
Like you drunk it off the Turkish delight.
Oh, the Turkish, the Ottoman Turks, Edomites, devils, man. Jacob, link it up. And the closet, they would go in the closet. Oh yeah, but they would shut themselves up in the closet, and they was basically in the spirit. The scriptures speak about how to shut yourself up in the closet of the truth, man. You see? And the Chronicles is the Chronicles of Narnia, also known, and Chronicles is a book in the Bible, you know. So Esau knows what's up, man. But right now he's rejoicing like we just read in Lamentation, the 4th chapter. He gets to party in these $1 million villas, sip champagne, and rape black women, man. You know. But the tables is gonna turn, man. Like we said, it's no fun when the rapper gets the gun.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished.
Oh, and that's shameful. When you tell somebody to strip ass naked, you know, like Nino Brown did that to that one Jake to show that he was running this the cartel. He had that one Jake strip ass naked and walk down the street. Yeah. And basically that's what we doing to Esau, man. Stripping him from head to toe. And we ain't stripping him, of course, literally, but it's to show that it exposed him to who he truly is. This is the devil, man. You know? And the whole world is seeing it. This whole situation with this Amber Geiger devil that went in Jake crib eating ice cream and blew his brains out, only got 10 years, which she gonna more than likely do 5 and do a 5 years probation, get off early.
She might do 5 and then
Oh, she might do 2. She might do 2 years,
She has
man.
people killed Joshua Brown after he testified against her.
Yeah, then he got smoked.
Yeah, he got smoked.
Now everybody's saying the so-called white man's the devil, man.
assassin.
And you have the devils, or you got devils on the other side of the earth hating these Edomites. This whole situation with Trump pulling out the troops from Syria, that's a big thing, man. These people are these international leaders are looking at America like they're dumbasses, man.
That's right.
Russia and these different tariffs with China. America is being looked at like the great devil. These shall hate the whore.
Revelation 17.
Yep, Revelation 17:15. Hey.
And that goes to show you America's
I'm pissed. I don't
allies,
know.
you know,
Fucking
will
rain
end
or
up
what?
turning against this place, man. Okay? You know, just like brother was just going into, like the situation that's going on with the Kurds, okay, America was allies with them, you know, but what happened? An ally member, okay, of NATO, okay, being Turkey, you know, they're trying to get those where they claim them to be terrorists, all right, they're trying to remove them from the border, man, okay, from their border. So you can get that in Obadiah 1:6.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 6. So the ship master came to him. It's like, it's like, I have it. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
That's right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabbat, Shem, and Kakadash. Okay? Esau, Edom is being exposed spiritually. Okay? You know, the Lord has his men, the prophets on the highways and byways, okay, exposing Esau, Edom, okay? You know, right to his face, man. All right, while he's in rulership in his kingdom,
That's
man.
why he got them hate speeches to the extreme now. He's putting all types of extreme sanctions on the outlet media, particularly YouTube, where the freedom of speech amendment is
Being attacked.
Guarded. Yeah, it's attempted. And now he's cutting off. Oh, you have hate speech. You went against the community of YouTube, which is
Right.
a community of Satan.
Some so-called Jews.
Yeah, but the Lord is broadcasting the truth out on the internet, like you were saying.
Emulate.
The spirit searching out the things of Esau live.
We go on the internet now. We see these things that you devils done, man. All right, y'all exposed, man. Okay, that's why we know these elites of Esau, they're trying to accelerate and get things moving for their new world order, man. Okay? The scripture go into it about in Revelation 12, the devil coming down with great wrath from the turban because you know you have but a short time. These elites of Esau know they got a short time, man. Okay? So you continue on now.
Because how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
That's right, and that's America's allies, man. Okay? Because we know the allies of America, which is Babylon the Great, NATO and the EU, okay, they're going to turn against this place. They're going to turn against this war, man. You continue on, man.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
That's right. And America's allies, they receive financial aid, benefits, you know, for the protection, you know, with being allies with America, Babylon the Great. But they're going to end up deceiving America. Okay, you continue on now.
And prevailed against thee that they eat thy bread.
That's right.
They that eat thy bread.
That's right. They that eat thy bread. Okay? You know, and eating of someone's bread, you know, that's like making a covenant with them.
Oh,
okay?
and how do they eat?
Break bread like
Yeah,
brothers.
breaking bread, yeah.
And bread in today's time is the financial standard, man. They make trading in international trades using the U.S. Reserve currency. The United States currency is the reserve currency of the world. So what it said right there? Read it over.
It says, and prevailed against thee that they that eat thy bread.
They that eat thy bread. That the ones that consume and that's actually utilizing the U.S. currency and trade. Keep going.
have laid a wound under thee.
It says, have laid a wound under thee. And how they're going to lay that wound under America's Babylon right by sending those ICBM thermonuclear missiles over here, man? Okay, to destroy this place.
Yeah, because they built it, Iran is instead of like prevailing against the United States, because it's like, look, man, what you doing no wrong? All we want to do is have our own society, and, have protection, nuclear war weapons. We want to, indulge in that experiment. And they with the hell with America, because America they don't do as well. Yeah.
And they want to keep control. See, Esau wants to keep his foot on all nations' necks, but we in 2019 going into 2020, man. We're in a time where things is nuclear, man. You know, back then, you know, the ancient style of protection was garrisons and walls and all these things. Now you got whole missiles that could blow up countries, man. Missile defense systems. And they're trying to keep these nations outdated, man, but these nations have no choice but to update.
Well, the Lord said in 2 Ezra chapter 8, he said, this world is made for many, but the world is come for few. So Esau, just because he got that blessing, like you said, he can't enjoy it in the blessing. That's right. Don't separate.
Who wants to say how I have the hem? The hem of the whole earth is broken. You know? And then, you know, with the whole U.S.-China trade war, that wound is going to be laid to America, because what's going to happen is all these countries that are trading with America, with the U.S., especially in this Trump administration, they're going to move away from dealing with trade. And what's really going to hurt America is when Europe, starting with the UK and the rest of the European countries, and they're going to move away from America. And
I think October 31st is when the UK makes that Brexit. That's what they're supposed to be doing. I think Queen Elizabeth's they voted on that in Parliament. I think on October 31st is when they try to speed it up to.
Yeah. So,
it's a beautiful thing.
And that's going to, you know,
happy Halloween.
The beast is going to break up. The beast is going to break up first. That's the 10 toes. First, it's going to be torn apart, partly torn apart the beast, and then it's going to burn itself up.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
That's right. And you're saying that right now, man. You're seeing all these different nations being gathered together, preparing for war in the Middle East, man. Okay, you're seeing troops being deployed there. You're seeing these different nations are constantly advancing their nuclear capabilities, man. Okay, there's different talks about these different nations moving away from this petrodollar. Talks with Russia, you know, trying to completely do away with it, man. Okay, so these different nations are preparing for war, man.
And that's the hot war center right now. If you think of anywhere in the world, it's not no big wars going on in Europe, man. Or, you know, it's going down in Africa. But that's really that Middle Eastern area, you know. There ain't no big wars going on in America.
That's the beast.
You know, there ain't no big wars going on in South America. But in, like we just said, Syria, Turkey, Iran, the whole thing with the Saudis. That, man, the Middle East has always been on fire, man.
I did a video last night. You got Beirut in Lebanon is on fire. Over there in Lebanon and Father Hart did do one too. And there's Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon, and there's one more.
Syria, I think.
Not Syria. I have to pull it up.
Spain, I think you said?
Yeah, Spain. Barcelona, Spain. It's on fire, man. You know, they're coming against their government. They're, you know, tear gassing the people are throwing rocks at the police. You know, this whole thing is and that affects, it's because of basically how the government's running the economy. So if those countries' economies, which does the trade with the U.S., if they fail, what's that going to spell for America?
Like sedition among men.
Sedition among men.
Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
That's right. You're seeing now that these countries, you know, a lot of these different nations that's over there in the Middle East, they're not just investing the majority of their money just into the agriculture, all right, into agriculture. they're putting their money into their military, man. Okay? Advancing these missiles, getting these missile defense systems. Okay? You're saying Turkey did a deal with Russia getting S-400s. It was an article about them doing joint production with Russia to create S-500s, man. Okay? So we're seeing this now, man. You continue on, man.
It says, let the weak say I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
That's right. You know, we're seeing these militaries, you know, gathered together in the Middle East, man. Okay? And these weaker nations, you know, are saying they're strong now. Why? Because they have nuclear capabilities as well, man. Okay? America isn't a big bad bully to these smaller nations anymore, man. Okay? You see Russia, you know, has all these different nuclear missiles. All right? You're seeing Pakistan has nuclear capabilities, man. Yep. These nations aren't afraid of America's. Yep. They're not afraid of America's Babylon the Great anymore, man. They upgraded too. Yeah. You know, these matter of fact, you get
Yeah, if you give any punk ass Jake a big ass gun, they're gonna get tough on you, man. That's why the streets is full of really just lames that actually have artillery to talk their shit. And it's the same thing with these different nations now, man. Their mouths are starting to be a lot more boastful. They have a level of pomp about themselves because now they have the long gun, man, and they're ready to use it. That's why they're pushing out these threats, whether it's Korea, like you said, whether it's Pakistan, Iran, whether it's Syria, you know, which Trump, I think Trump tried to tell Syria to turn down. And Trump has a big mouth itself because America's proud. America's known to have notorious pride all over the world. But these different nations, they're not backing down. They're not just gonna humble themselves. These nations aren't humble, man. You know, when they have these different meetings, they looking, you know, looking at America sideways, so to speak. Whether it's mean mugging, basically. You know, they showing diplomacy, but in the back of their mind, they ready to blow some shit up, man. Whether if it comes down to it.
It's like Jake talk shit, and then they pull up the bottom of their shirt to show the strap.
Oh yeah.
That's how these nations are, like, man. It's whatever, Esau.
Right.
Everybody pulling up the bottom of their shirt to show they got the strap.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You go ahead.
Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and 11.
I got a blicky.
I saw it now. It says, hell from beneath, move for thee, to meet thee at thy coming, and stirs up the dead for thee. Even all the chief ones of the earth, it have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So all the kings of the nations are being raised up, but now come against Esau, and come against, well, really, we're talking about Babylon, and come against America. Okay? It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, are thou also become weak as we? And America's economy is weak now. America's damn near a third world country. If it wasn't for the dollar still being used in trade. And that's in jeopardy right now. Okay? Right. It says, art thou become like unto us? So the playing field, when it comes down to war, is leveling out.
Leveling out.
All right?
Because you have, what they call it, the equalizer, man.
Yeah.
The nuclear missiles are an equalizer.
That's right.
It don't matter, like I said, the troops, you can have millions of troops, but if you drop that missile on 100,000 troops, they gone, man. If you drop them missiles on a city done. So even the amount of troops that you actually have, I mean, it does give leverage on a war. I'm not gonna say it like it doesn't matter, but the like I said, the equalizer, what makes a nation great is their nuclear capabilities, man. To hell with China's million man army and all these different.
Million man ready.
Yeah.
People ain't fighting like that no more.
Oh, you get that in Isaiah. Get that Isaiah, what, 9 and 5? Every confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to war in the years to come riding on elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah, muskets. No, this is a war using drones, robots, disease.
Even if you want to speak about
computer
manpower,
viruses.
even if you want to speak about manpower, the U.S. only needs a 6-man team to take down a whole government and set up a puppet.
That's right.
No. 6. Access to a couple controllers to press some buttons to blow some shit up. That's it.
And the Mission Impossible show you
Yeah.
that. That whole series show you that, man. Like you said, that archaic way of fighting, it's played out, man. It's obsolete.
All you need is a fat ass nigga behind the butt. Now he hit that motherfucker. Never win a war nowadays. Nigga eat donuts.
Yeah.
Get the butt.
Got no slippery finger in the goddamn Edomite, man.
Try to speak game at a woman, hey, ain't shot it. Oh shit! You're gonna destroy 2/3 of the world.
Hell yeah.
This is Isaiah 14:11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave,
Uh-huh.
and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread unto thee, and the worms cover thee.
Mm-hmm.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Yeah, corrosion.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
Yeah, and you had a
weaken the nations.
the worm represents corrosion. You had one of the Democratic candidates, because you know they just had a Democratic debate that just passed. But she was like, yeah, let's get the Bondo and let's get the let's get our whatever. She was basically just naming mending elements, and she was like, let's make America great. She didn't say that per se, but she was basically saying let's rebuild the corrosion in America. No, the scripture says the worm is spread unto thee, man. She's talking about let's get the Bondo and get the different elements and rebuild the corrosion. Nah, the corrosion is not going to be rebuilt. Yeah, it's not even about money anymore. This place is done, man. Look at the United States national debt. The U.S. debt clock, them numbers is skyrocketing. Who gonna get them numbers down?
What I'm saying, just talking shit.
It don't matter if it's you have a billionaire that's in office right now. He can't even turn them numbers down, man.
Not Warren Buffett, not Bill
Not Warren Buffett, not Bill Gates. You see?
Not even the Federal Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
They literally have a money printing machine, but they can't do it because this has gotten too far out of hand. Like we were going into earlier, Esau we were giving him credit earlier with him, hard work, but really these so-called white people are a bunch of idiots, man. They do stupid things. They're more worried about having fun, so they'll take a budget. They'll have $1 billion budget. Like shit, fuck this. We're gonna give $100 million of it towards the rebuilding of Atlanta. But we're gonna keep the rest for us.
We're gonna pocket it like niggas.
And pocket it like niggas. So this place is beyond repair. Everything is a ticking time bomb. It's irreversible, man.
And that comes from high neglectfulness, man.
Yeah, that's neglect at a whole other level where your infrastructure is completely shot that you can't fix it, Esau. How many times has these roads been paved over and over and over? Potholes still there.
It's a house of cards. That's a beautiful point. They digging the ditch and goddamn throwing it on their head, man.
What is that song?
They digging the ditch that they inside. They just get lower and lower. Yeah, jumping in.
Hold on, let me see. What is that? I'm gonna get a scripture real quick. You don't need mine, brother. This is Psalm. What is that? Psalm 7 and 14. And it actually I'm gonna start at 13. You can break it down, brother. This is Psalm 7 and 13. It says, "He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He hath ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood." Here's the point, verse 15. "He made a pit and digged it, and fallen into the pit which he made."
That's right. And when you look at what Esau Edom has done, he's pushing all these drugs throughout our communities to do what? Destroy our people. Well, what's happening now, man? These curses are falling upon these Edomites, man.
Opioids.
Now there's people getting put to death, man. All right, they're dying from these opioid overuse or overdoses, so to speak.
Hey, well, brother, you said food earlier.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be a time these rich Edomites, they could go to their marked food places, Whole Foods, and their Trader Joe's and eat Sprouts. Man, you Edomites are struggling, and you eating out of Walmart's, you eating out of Kroger's, Publix, you in Food Depots. You eating the same shit that we eating because you can't afford it because Esau developed that ditch where ain't no middle class no more.
Right.
All right? And the middle class was you crackers. We wasn't part of the middle class. We was part of maybe a few Jakes may be able to make it to that lower middle class.
The low middle class.
The low middle class. All right, but you Edomites, you were the fucking middle class, and you're through as hell now.
the white collar. But you know, and we look, and we see this thing like this about the drugs and opioids and all that. And we look like, because we mentioned about how, you know, like how they, you know, they come in our stores, we see you, how you look at us now. We don't care neither.
Like, what you doing here?
We don't care. You know, there's no kumbaya. Oh my God, these middle-class Edomites are now living across the street from the drug dealers and the you know, the train station. We don't care. You know, if I can quote Dave Patel, we don't care neither.
Hell no.
We see exactly what's going on here. This system is going down. Okay?
Now they want to be all buddy and friendly with us. Man, fuck you, Esau.
Yeah, and that gentrification shit, that shit is just exactly what that brother was talking about. It ain't no, oh, they about to take over the city. Nah, Esau ain't about to take over the shit.
They ain't got, well, they ain't, what it is, it's not like gentrification to make, oh, now it's better. No, they just got to, hey, we're here. Can we join you guys?
Yeah.
You know? That's what it is. We don't have a choice.
Some more on that. The precept you.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. And it says, angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up.
That's right. It says the water thereof was dried up. Okay? And we see a lot of nations near on River Euphrates right now. You see a lot of articles, okay, about the Euphrates River being dried up. Okay?
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I pulled up an article years ago, I think it was 2014. I seen the Euphrates dried up. They had an article about that. It said, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
That's right, the kings of the east, okay? These nations that's over there in the Middle East, man, okay? These Elamites, okay? These Syrians that's over there, so-called Syrians, okay? Yeah, these Ishmaelites, the water, okay?
The U.S. got bases, I think a brother did that in class, showed the different bases of America. Yeah, surrounded. And it's like almost like they kind of like got a little town or something like that. Yeah, so we saw over there too. It says, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth.
And the dragon is the Roman Empire, okay? And we know America, you know, the Roman Empire is reincarnated, okay? Again, America is Babylon is right.
America's part of NATO.
Yeah, and
the whole system.
And the dragon also was a major symbol in the Roman Empire, you know. And the dragon is a devourous beast that breathes fire and you know, and basically burns people up. That's America, man. You know. And it's known to you know, grasp with what the scriptures speak about, the tail, you know, that took down 3 nations, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, you know, and the claws. You know, but Esau's losing his you know, his flair. He's losing his strength, man. He's falling. Cause just like Rome was a badass kingdom in its time, man. They had the entertainment rings, they had the transportation, the commerce centers. You know, they had the imports, the exports. They had the drug use of I don't know if it was opium. I think it was opium, but it was doing drugs in Rome too, purging. You know, just living it up. All at the expense of everybody that bordered around them. But guess what? Corrosion started to hit Rome. They had a lead poisoning that people were dying off of. The system, as you know it, started to dilapidate. The coinage, the denarius, the financial standard started to topple out. Then they broke it up into the two empires, which was the Eastern and the Western Rome. The 2 quarters, because they was being stretched too thin. And they started to have fightings in both parts of the empire, plus internal conflicts. The barbarians and the different, I think it was the Visigoths, the Ostrogoths, and all these different things. And all that equaled up to the death of Rome. You know? So this deadly wound is being revived, and we seeing Rome die all over again. And we have first sight witness, man. Beautiful. You know, front line witness. We on the front lines right now, man.
For a short period of time, in Revelation 20. So it deceived the earth, and then, you know, they shouldn't be no more.
Yeah, one way Esau deceived the earth is trying to make it seem like this is in Rome again, man. Like, bro, we living in Rome. You should have just called the United States Rome all over again.
New Rome.
Yeah, New Rome.
He called these places New York, New Jersey,
New England.
You call it New Rome.
Call it New Rome. That's a new name for America. Fucking New Rome.
It says, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
That's right. That's the Roman Catholic Church. Okay. Now, could you, Dr. Shaw, give me Ezekiel 38 chapter? Start at top.
Yeah. This is Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 1. And the word of the Lord came upon me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog.
God is talking about Russia. Okay.
Oh, even when you look that up, I think God, it says Russia on the blue letter. It says land of the, which Russia means land of the rest. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull that up. You go ahead, brother.
It says, Son of man, set thy face against God and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Manasseh, and the Meshach and Tubal, and prophecy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
That's right. And we know the Lord is against you, other nations as well. But we know that Russia, will be used, okay, in sending those ICBM thermonuclear missiles over to America to the slave state. You continue on, man.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
That's right. We know the Lord is stirring up that hatred, in these Russians against America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, putting them in that Soviet Union spirit again, man. Okay? You continue on, man.
And I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
That's right. You see they're preparing for war, man. Okay, you see Russia just had a joint military exercise not too long ago. Okay, with Iran, China, these different nations, man. Okay, they're preparing for war. They're not doing that in vain, man.
Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
That's right, all of them have handling swords. All these different nations have nuclear capability. You continue on, man.
Oh, I got it right here.
Okay.
This is under Magog, or Gog, and it means mountain, which represents government. But it says the prophetic prince of Rosh. And when you go into Rosh, that's another name for Russia. Because Russia actually means land of the Rus, or land of Rosh. So we know that to be Russia, and Russia is going to play a big part in blowing the hell up, blowing America the hell up, man.
That's crazy. The prophetic, the prophetic prince of Rosh, Meshach, and Tubal, and Magog.
That's crazy.
Ezekiel 38 and 5. Persia, Ethiopia.
Can I say Persia? We know that's Iran. Okay? And you see, it's a lot of things that's going on in the Middle East, man. With Iran been involved, man. You can continue on.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shields and helmets.
That's right.
And then Ethiopia, when you look at old ancient world maps, Ethiopia was the name for, basically that was like the North, that was basically all of North Africa. That was their rulership wasn't just where on the east coast of Africa. They actually was ruling that whole North African part. That whole part of Africa was part of it when you look at old ancient maps.
Yeah. It was called the Kingdom of Abyssinia. When you go into the Kingdom of Abyssinia, that was a rulership, basically like a rulership amongst after you had Jacob, you had the Berbers. It was like during that time period. And then goes into Ethiopia. That's what they call it. These are hot, dark skinned people. Hell.
You see, all these different nations, they've been mentioned right here, they're going to be joined on with Russia. You continue on now.
Verse 6. Gomer and all his.
And Gomer, and that's talking about Turkey.
Turkey.
Okay? And Turkey being an allied NATO, okay? that goes to show you, that proves they're going to turn against America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay? And also, you know, it's reports about Turkey has 50 of the U.S. America's nuclear bombs, man. Okay? Holding them, man. All right, but what's going to end up happening? They're going to end up shooting those missiles over into America, man. Okay?
Hold them just to blow their asses up.
China just bailed out Turkey and took them as an ally, so they're no longer allies.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Hey,
heavy.
hey, come like y'all.
See, that's the problem.
Hey, because now going back to what I'm saying, because most African countries, that's where China got big stakes in. So, and who's China a major ally of? Russia. So it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, Turkey lost their grips in the world, really, I think World War I too. Because you had the Ottoman Empire, which of course, the Ottoman Turks, that was one of the major stomping grounds. Of course, you know, going into the Byzantine Empire, the Ottoman Empire taking down the Byzantine Empire and re-establishing Constantinople with Istanbul. But they had their rulership for a long time, and they really failed 1914, World War I. And I'm pretty sure they still have an undying hatred from that war, man. So they ready to use some missiles, man.
Yeah.
They ready to get back on top, which they're not gonna get on top. All these nations are deceived, and the Lord got that the imagination on these nations to actually believe that they're gonna be the next ones on top, man.
That's why we're out here to pull down those strongholds and casting down imagination.
And the beautiful thing is like, let them believe it, because guess what? There's gonna be a rat race, and they're gonna fight each other tooth and nail to try to get to the top of the mountain. And at the end of the day, the Lord is going to come and vanquish all nations and stand on top, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 6. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee.
That's right. You know, and we're seeing it right now, man. Okay, that Turkey is turning against America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, these prophecies are being fulfilled. Okay, you continue on that.
Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
That's right. And Russia is being a guard unto these smaller nations, man. Okay, making sure they're equipped, you know, doing trades with them, giving them these missile defense systems. Okay, giving them whatever they need to do what? Get ready to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, to destroy this place. Revelation 17, verse 16, off the shot.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
That's right. That's the EU and NATO. Okay? You continue on.
These shall hate the whore.
The whore is America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay? So what? They said these shall hate the whore. Okay? So we know that the allies of America, NATO and the EU is going to turn against this place, man. Okay? You continue on. Yeah, everybody.
And shall make her, desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
That's right, it says shall make her desolate and naked. They're going to show her shame. Okay, and how they're going to, eat her flesh and burn her with fire? And how they're going to do that? By sending ICBM thermonuclear missiles, man, to America, which is Babylon the Great, to destroy this place.
That's right.
All right, that's what's going to happen, man. Whether you people like it or not, but the elect of the nation of Israel will be delivered out of this place, man. All right, you know, with that said, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. We want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, that great millstone we will teach well, and peace salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.